nature shouldn't win.
I don't know if I would go that far and call you a force of nature.
What are you talking about?
A lot of people called me a force of nature, or wait, was that freak of nature?
You a water elemental?
No, I'm made of soul, so I'm made of everything.
Getting the only.
But I can't really do much. Yeah.
Right.
How long did it take you to get up here?
It took me a little bit of the night, but oh, hi Tris.
Good morning.
Hello, Commander.
Hey, hi, new recruit. What's your name?
I'm Krim.
Look, I know that all the pranks. You can't fool me.
No, you'll understand. I got. Let's just say this. There's a lot of mages. At least, I shouldn't say a lot of mages. There are some mages who can't take a loss when playing games. And, yeah, one of them decided to pull a little prank and put a little curse on me.
You piss off Califax, understood?
No, it wasn't Califax this time.
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna drink out of my water.
I came to ask you a question.
I was planning on making a stop to Aether to see if there would be a person who could help me with this little curse. My wife took a look at it. She says it's nothing disastrous. It's just something that you might want to have someone to kind of expedite the what's the right word? To accelerate the.
Don't stick your finger in him and taste him. He doesn't like that.
Where's your eyes?
As a general rule, you shouldn't be sticking your finger into anybody. Just gonna make that a general rule.
Wait, can I stick my finger into this character?
Can I have the red ball?
Yeah,
The red ball guard contract.
Magic resistance, but it's pretty clean through.
You mean you want to join the Red Wall Guard?
On his bracelet, so
I'm bored out of my mind. I came back, so why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Here,
It
come up
tastes
to me.
like pure soul
wait.
magic.
Yeah, I can't.
I'll let my fabulous captain deal with it.
Let me try to.
No, if I had a copper for every single time one of my friends was turned into a slime, I'd have 2 coppers, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of weird it's happening twice within one day.
We have these.
Speaking of copper,
Yeah.
I was informed that we get paid at the end of every day, and
Yes.
I have not gotten paid yet, and I'm in debt. I'm in serious debt.
Because I already know what it says.
You would basically get the money at the end of the day.
We do this. We do this for.
Okay, I've worked for 3 days, and this would be my 4th day. So how much money coins is that?
I gotta talk to the mayor and rearrange things, but hands you 15 gold.
Oh, this is almost enough to pay for my debt. Thank you.
You get paid?
Yeah.
All
I
the
didn't
Red Wall
realize
Guard
that
get
at first.
paid.
I
I'm not a Red Wall Guard. Can I get paid?
Actually, I do.
You want to join the Red
If you
Wall
help us,
Guard?
I tend to pay people.
Sure.
Like,
I'm just meditating
permanently?
with Robert and counting my coins.
Oh, that's a big commitment.
Oh, hello, Mayor.
Can't think about it?
Yeah. Come back when you want to join.
Alright.
New slime.
No, it's me. It's Grim.
Oh.
Do you need help getting around?
No, I just need to go to Aether. They might have someone there who can help me with this little curse.
Do you need to get there fast?
Sorry, I'm done meditating and talking with Bobbert. He's my
I
accountant.
think I can get there. I got here. I mean, I got here in the first place. So I think
guess
I
you're
can
right.
get
Yeah, he says I just need 10 more gold and I can pay off my debt. Oh, Commander, have you seen my new gun?
Yeah, I found out that
I'm
there's
sorry,
some
you're-
mages who don't like
That's not
losing
just a
games
tree?
who-
What? I'm sorry, what?
It's got a barrel. Yeah, his name is... Sorry, I'm learning not to flag people.
Yeah, what's
His name is Gunther Bine Perch.
You know,
And me and Ripley made him the other day.
That's a very large amount.
He's a matchlock.
Oh, what does it shoot?
Crazy
it can shoot bullets, and also I just fill it with gunpowder and shove clay into it, and then I use it to shoot fire.
I don't have my sword on me or anything.
Yeah.
Eugene's here.
Can I? Hold on. No, I can't even summon my Tonfa. I got nothing.
Yeah, how can I help you today, Eugene?
Yeah, I'm here to sign in.
You can't shoot the commander. That's my
What
boss.
remember, it wasn't a sign-in
I'll let you
thing.
know when
You
you get
just
to
you
shoot
have
people.
the cuffs on.
Alright?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, but I like have to
I'll
hand
see
over
you
my weapons
after the
and
meeting.
stuff. I don't have weapons on me at the moment.
Oh, I thought they could
My
have the weapons.
magic's
Just
kind
there's
of
magic's
super,
limited.
out of whack right now. As you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need any more broken fingers
I hate to
healed?
leave you, Tris,
Not
but
currently.
I
We'll
think
see
I might
how
just
the
head
day
over to
goes.
Aether just to see if I can talk to one of my mage friends about reversing this.
Can I
You might
have
want to
the
come
gun
back
that I can
because
sign in?
Baloff is having a tournament, and you might be interested in that little pebble.
Does anyone have a spare gun?
I'm Big Stone now, thank you.
Sorry, my
I have a
apologies,
gun,
Big
but
Stone.
You can't have it. He's my son.
Nope, pardon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
Oh, this is my son, Gunther. I made him the other day.
That looks like a tree.
Sure
Well,
does.
yeah, he's a tree guy.
Delicious. Yummy perch.
Very interesting.
Pretty tasty.
Christ.
Sure. Right whenever you touch it, you hear in your head.
Hi. Are you planning on joining the Redwall Guard, or are you already a Redwall Guard?
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, but not right now. Tris, I'm here to sign in my gun and hand it over to the Redwall Guard for the day.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, that's my. That's the, this
There you
wasn't your
go.
gun. You didn't own this gun, actually. I wasn't giving him to you. I was just letting you see him. He's my son.
Adopt! No.
Yeah.
Oh god, no.
Can't adopt him. I need him to
You
shoot.
don't need anyone.
This is Tris. We'll be having the morning meeting in 5 or 10-ish minutes, somewhere around that time frame.
Speaking of
You
which,
are too loud.
How did you use the sending stone and not make a weird echoing noise, like in a cave? Is that,
then,
When you use your
option?
sending stone,
do I have
you
to?
can make it so you can do it through your head,
We
basically.
were waiting.
Oh, I just have to think about what to say? Okay. That's pretty
They
dope.
kind of went
But,
on this adventure for 3 days?
It took me a while to get used to it.
Really?
Depending on how sensitive you are, it might
they
feel weird having it in your head.
I'm a
Mostly not,
mind
no.
mage.
Son of a bitch. God damn it. Well, now we have to decide if
Good to
we
know.
I
can,
mean, that's why you
for,
hired. That's why you hired me. Did you already forget after 3 days?
Well, no, I thought you told me you were a
I'm in
healer.
my goth phase.
Oh, I am a healer. I specialize in mind and nature magics for mind and body.
Yeah, that's primarily why
My alchemical
I don't
romance.
usually look at affinities when I hire
My
people. I look
favorite
at
bard group.
things like healer, fighter, things like that. So
Yes,
Oh, well, I mean, it's kind of weird that you differentiated a healer and like a healer's a job title. That's
Yeah.
not really like a mage could be a healer or a mundane person could be a healer.
they can,
Some
but a
people,
healer
they,
does
like,
a better
grab
job at it.
wounds. I usually just shove seeds then. I guess my magics are more inclined to healing.
Yeah, I'm totally.
Because a mage can
Yeah, my
heal,
scars just
but
got
because
better,
that's
don't
not their
worry.
specialty, they're not as good at it. So
Mm.
healers are going to always have a better time of being able to heal people.
He's just better.
Yeah,
You got better.
I guess I am good at healing people.
it's I got better while I was.
You could say you have an advantage at it.
If
Cough,
luck is
cough.
on my side.
See, look how pale.
If luck is on my side, so to speak, like You know, like we're playing, you know, like in a dice game, you know, sometimes you just, no matter how much advantage you have on those dice, you just roll low.
Oh, I know.
And get poisoned inside your body, you know.
Imagine playing a game of dice and getting nat ones out of 20. Yeah, haha, yeah. That's never happened to me.
Is quite fickle to me sometimes. I don't know, maybe I pissed off too many plants.
Not a single
Some of them
pose.
just taste good, it's not my fault.
But then what do you do when you teleport?
Another reason I'd made Gunther Bine Perch as an abomination of pine and birch is because those are very tasty plants.
Because when you reappear or like you teleport into someone,
And I can make more sodas out of him. But I need him to settle first. He was just born yesterday, so
Yeah.
The universe kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not very much.
yeah, it's really taxing on a sapling.
You should work on that. I think, you know, you got a lot of like showmanship about you. I think you do really benefit a lot from a pose.
I'll consider
He's not
it
wrong.
To get better footing. Do you know how difficult it is to go through a shadow, go into the plane of dark, and then appear out of another shadow?
Very hard, but you can add some pizzazz to it, you know?
Well, if it's a credit
Like
to you,
getting
I don't
thrown
know.
out. It's kind of like.
Where's Krim? Did anyone step
Do
on him? Check your feet.
a go flip as you get pushed out, you know?
Does anybody
Use the
have any
momentum.
red cherry flavored jelly on them?
I'm more of a plane.
Oh my gosh, did I eat him?
So I can squeeze on in. Thank you.
You're not squeezing.
Get smaller.
Just be smaller.
Did you get bigger?
Yes, hi.
Am I? Is there some?
Oh, good thing that we have good amount of space in here.
It's Ender.
I don't know, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Some kind of.
Oh wait, were you little
I'm-
tiny little worm dragon? Were you little worm wiggly? Oh, wow, you did grow up.
Nope.
Just a little bit.
Hey, John and Gwydia.
The other thing is I decided to hide my wings so that way they don't get damaged more than they are. Because
You should
Dr.
also-
said that most likely they're going to be amputated.
You should also wear clothes so that like you don't whip your tail in my face again, because that happens a lot. Actually, same with you. And yours stings really bad. Does yours sting too?
You do realize that you cannot hide the tail like this.
Yeah, we
You
can't.
do realize you cannot hide
hide
the tail like
Yeah.
this.
What is it like made of like thick flesh or something?
Yes?
Yes,
Ow.
and it's mostly muscle and tendons.
Oh. Mine's mostly hair. Okay, I guess whatever. Maybe like a dress? Or like maybe you could like wrap it up like a rope and tie a leather band around it so it doesn't hit me in the
No,
eye.
it's very
constantly?
uncomfortable for us.
Oh. It's really comfortable for me because like when I sit down it's like a cushion.
Sorry if
we
you-
need it for balance. If we don't have it, we're basically
If
going
you need to
fall.
move past,
Oh,
you can-
speaking of which,
Sorry.
yeah, I think I'm getting close
Gentleman
to learning
behind you.
how to fly. Can you later after the meeting teach me some tips?
Unless if you know how to
So who,
use the
I heard that there's a
fly.
tournament going to be hosting here today.
No, I just use
I
telekinesis.
heard that it might be
I just
Torque
lift the sword
hosting. Is
under
that
me.
true?
Valif actually, and I'll wait a few more minutes for
Hold
people
on.
to show up. If not,
I'm tweaking.
I'll talk about it here in a second.
fair.
Oh, you see how high I got?
That
you
might
see
be
how
fun
high I
to
got?
join in on that.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah. You see how high I got that? Okay, well anyway, I'll see you after the meeting.
He,
Last call for the morning meeting. We'll be having it shortly, so please be here in a couple of minutes because we will be having it here soon.
Dude, you just threw off that tablecloth with your giant club tail. What? I'm sensing frustration from you, friend. What's wrong?
No, that's frustration.
Oh.
Disappointment.
Oh. That's the worst one to smell. So what do you eat now that you're bigger?
I still eat meat.
Oh.
I've been a meat eater this entire time.
Like,
boop, boop, boop,
like bigger meat, like a whole deer?
Come on, Wayne, get in. Close the door behind you.
Alright, never mind. Goodbye, Wayne.
Come on, Wayne, shut the door behind you.
I've read Phoenix Dragons get a lot bigger. But...
I mean, I'm only this big, and sometimes I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
All right, morning meeting.
Like eating whole horses. Oh.
Jeez,
So,
Mountain, what happened? Who's that?
Wayne.
Why are they bigger than you?
Wayne.
It's me, it's Ender.
It's Ender, and we're having a morning meeting. So sit down.
I doubt it. I don't think they are.
I'm going to beat his ass, but
You know what? Beat his ass during the tournament. It'll be fun. So, if you have not heard, we will be having representatives from Valoff, which is where Torg is from, hosting a tournament here. So, I expect people to be patrolling, making sure people are not causing problems. I have a... Oh, there he goes.
What are the severity of problems you don't want being caused?
It's a bunch of barbarians coming in, and I never got any confirmation from anything, but expect the scroll warden to possibly show up.
Yeah, I can already see one issue. Eugene plans to take part.
Melt his blood.
Then they wish for blood from you. So, pay attention to make sure that they don't go too far. They have to stay within the confines of the tournament. If they go too far, we'll have to set barriers for the tournament alone. Rules to follow. If they break said rules, they will be arrested just like anyone else. This is still Red Wall. He plans to do so with his cuffs still on, but it is up to me and you if we do wish to allow him to take his cuffs off at this time, so he may even defend himself against these people.
I mean, my vote is like the Valoff representatives wanting to have a fair fight, or are they just wanting to kick his ass?
I mean, from what me and you heard from the chief, they want blood, but I don't know about these representatives. I have not seen them yet.
I don't like the idea of keeping Eugene defenseless in a fight, especially during a tournament.
Especially if we don't know what they might plan to do.
So as far as what I would do,
regardless,
I would take the cuffs off him during the tournament, and then after the tournament they go back on.
Precisely. Alright. Darius?
Do you need a healer at the tournament? I'm also in the Healers Guild. Okay.
I would assume that's going to be a whole bunch of healers.
Yep.
Myself.
Okay. But regardless of healers being there, we have to set, rules. Obviously, if both parties consent to the death scenario, then they can do so, but obviously no one can die here. But we still have to be careful of what they might try, because you can, there's still a lot that can happen. Even if you can't die, things can still happen.
On top of that, we need to patrol, make sure the crowds don't get too rowdy, make sure that there's not anyone taking advantage of the fact that there's attention during the tournament. occasionally do patrols within the town itself, make sure there's not any thieves taking advantage of the fact that there's a tournament and everyone's distracted. Also, keep your eyes out for the Skull Warden. I don't know if he's going to show up today, but if he does and Valov is here, it's going to cause problems, and we want to try to avoid any fights or problems.
It will be worrisome if it does show up, especially after what happened last time.
What kind of precautions?
I pretty much am.
What kind of... Should we give ourselves precaution if this individual was to arrive?
If he shows up, let everyone know through Sending Stone, especially me and the mayor, because we will definitely need to know.
Look like?
Very large dude, has a bunch of skulls on his shoulders.
Oh. But remember, the biggest thing, we can't do anything to this Skull Warden. This is neutral territory. Unless he breaks a rule or a law, we cannot do anything towards him.
Correct.
It is actually quite dirty.
I would say that's why I recommended just to be cautious, just in case he does arrive.
That's what I'm saying, yes. Keep your eyes on him. You're not to take any action. You're just to keep your eyes on him and make sure he doesn't cause any problems.
Keep a distance, track who he's talking to, things like that.
Make sure no one's paying him to kill anyone. Also, don't speak unkind words behind his back. Don't smack talk him behind his back. Don't run away from him.
A law that I'm going to set now for your ears is that any mercenary contract needs to be done through the guild, the official guild here. They are not to have their mercenary stuff happen here. It is neutral territory, but we have an official guild for a reason. No unofficial guild mercenary work will happen here. This prevents the Skull Warden from getting payment of anything. You may arrest people who try to do so. Make sure it's known that they are not to do so. No payment of an unregistered guild for mercenary work. At least while they're in the town. Especially for today.
One more thing, and I do not want you all spreading this out. I'd like you to keep it within the Redwall Guard for right now. There was someone that was carrying a wanted poster for Garrick for 700 silver. Dead or alive.
From where?
700 silver is not a whole lot.
No, it's not, but still.
They must not want him dead.
No, but it means someone still wants him dead.
It's still something serious, though, no matter how much the reward is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a hefty sum to some. Some people would go for that.
Hi, how can we help you?
I don't know, let's roll a d4.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, I'll be rolling a 5 or 6.
Don't mind me.
Man, it'd be really funny if it was a 3.
But yes, just keep an eye out. If anyone else walks around with Garrick's wanted poster, well, you can't accost them, but remember, they cannot really do their mercenary work here unless it's done through the official guild.
Go ahead, make it weird. I'll match your fruit.
Correct.
Also, who would want to go after Garrick? That guy is nuts. People who want him dead. Mercenary work gets you a lot of enemies.
Mm-hmm.
You might just kill them, though.
Wherever it is, there's a lot.
This is very ironic.
Garrick's been a mercenary for a very long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably has multiple skills.
He's the guild leader of the mercenary guild here.
Well, multiple clients over a very long time. Lots of people probably want to take on that.
Is Garrick aware of this poster?
I have not told him yet. I did not get a chance to meet up with him yet.
I'll take that into my hands as I know where he is at the moment. I'll get that handled.
I figure you would probably be a better person for breaking that to him.
I know him, he doesn't like me, but it's easy enough for me to talk to him.
I mean, he kinda sorta likes me, if it would make it better for me to talk to him.
I don't think it matters, I'm just telling the man he's wanted.
Which, knowing Garrick, he's gonna have one or two different reactions to that.
He's probably going to say, oh, which poster, you know?
Yeah.
I need some Garrick anyway, so...
For what?
I have a present for him.
What?
I have a present for him. Don't worry about it.
When he says it, it doesn't sound like a present.
I'll find out soon enough, I'm sure.
Nothing illegal. Just a scroll.
Oh, okay, now I really need to know.
The last thing I'll add is, if you wish to participate in the tournament, you're more than welcome to. Just make sure that you're patrolling and keep an eye on things when you're not out there fighting in the tournament.
Alright. Well, if there's anything else, use my sending stone, I'm gonna go talk to Garrick. Get some things handled.
Does anyone else have any lines of business or any issues that they want to bring up before ending the meeting?
I just have a worry about this warden. I decided to participate to this tournament. I'm just worried that he would jump into the tournament after me if he does see me.
Well, if he does, you're going to do what I instructed you to do, which is not let his words get to you and get your emotions out of check.
If need be, I can help, separate the situation. And if he continues, we know what to do, and we can escort him away from the area. And if continuing, we have further evidence to possibly arrest him.
Like, do I have your consent to hit you in the stomach real quick? Okay.
Alright, yeah.
This will be the equivalent to a level 1 average guy.
But again, that's if he, if he joins, enters the area. If he doesn't, then we'll just continue on with what we got.
Hello? This is how you're supposed to knock on this building.
Oh, that's...
Open the door for them.
Return his badass.
Hello. May I enter, please?
What?
Allow him to come in.
Very much.
You can't just return something.
Can I have my restraint stuff, please? Apparently people are after me and stuff. I won't commit any crimes, I promise.
They'll come off when you are ready to step in for the tournament.
Oh, Tris, please. What if we forget? What if you're busy?
Well, I'm going to be spending some time with you. I haven't got to hang out with you a whole lot, so, hey.
He's never really busy.
Okay, well then... I guess we'll return and I'll return my badassery for the thing, or whatever.
Good luck in the
okay.
Is it just me or he looks...
Alright.
What? I've always looked like this.
So the morning meeting's over. There's no training or anything today because of the tournament.
Man, they must be rich.
Yeah.
To spread yourselves out a little bit, patrol in different areas.
Oh, my name's Omega.
And if anything major comes up, communicate in the sending stone.
Eugene, the Destroyer. It's not a title, it's my name.
Good sir, it is me.
Dark Magistrate.
I can start patrolling this door.
Cleaner of tables.
Wow. How did you get into the door?
Hold up.
I have magic doors that let giant people in.
Omega.
Yes.
Is that a thing? Gosh, I'm trying to...
Do you understand how important poses are?
Yes. Does it make me more powerful? Will it make me a badass?
Well, a lot of it's psychological. Like, if people believe that you're really badass, then that increases your badass points.
Oh,
That's what happens when
I am Tris.
You need to stop growing like that. Or else you don't even bother do anything.
How you've been doing, by the way? It's been a while.
And we're gonna
Yeah, I'm good.
solve this problem. Are you ready?
Ow.
Are you sure? Because seriously, you have like some dried up blood and.
Oh, that's not blood.
Well, you're forgetful. You don't
That's
know
chaos.
half the time, and I worried about you.
Why do you have chaos leaking out of you?
I think my mother is more powerful than nature.
No reason.
Nature.
No reason at all.
You just haven't seen it yet.
Are you sure you're okay?
You just haven't
Because
seen it.
But that's because that one guy paid me.
if you need
Yeah,
like a
I'll be
healer,
okay.
or
No, there's no healer that can deal with this.
what is this?
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's no healer that can heal this. I'm not in danger. I mean, my body is kind of consuming itself a little bit, but you know,
What is this?
I'm a healer. Yeah, I'm a healer, and I'm also, as you can tell,
They are
badass.
back.
I mean,
They are back.
That white man look like that?
badass. There you go.
Let's just say that now I don't have to be the manager anymore.
The same thing on the picture.
Management is back.
I'm like, did you see how far off the ground I got?
There goes back.
Wait, what?
The end. The end is nigh. 6 months. Or less. You tried your best to stop them, and you were unsuccessful.
Wait, is Nurgle seriously back?
They were living inside my head all along.
Came out of my spirit.
Wait, what? Hey,
Yeah.
It's like basically man.
how are they living inside your head?
Because Lord Asmodeus put them there.
Well, I suppose that's good to know.
Yes, so, as I told you when they disappeared, 6 months. You cannot stop us. No one can. Also, I spoke to Kai the other day.
Yeah.
On his sending stone. He seemed to be having a good time.
That sounds horrible, though.
Yeah, I would imagine that I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but yeah, I would imagine he's having a good time now that he's not commander anymore. And he's had a chance to be
relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't tell anyone.
Explain to me.
The man in the woods.
It's gotta be a surprise for that one.
Oh, Vivian's in trouble.
For who?
Yeah, it's gotta be a surprise for Gwydion.
Yeah, we'll put up the poster, apart from the page.
Joe said it has to be. So, I'm listening to the man.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't make a deal.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Because I'm a law-abiding citizen now. So the person who I stabbed on the wall wants to, like, forgive me and stuff, but they're not gonna be here for a while.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, Kai was doing pretty well. They were just chilling.
It's not doing well.
I think he was like on a beach or something.
yeah.
What I could gather. Yeah, I wouldn't worry at all.
Yes,
See, when you tell me not to worry, Eugene, every time that you tell me not to worry, it just makes me worry.
Okay, so what if I said you need to worry? He's on the beach. Would that make you worry?
Oh, okay, I can relax. Perfect.
Oh, then you should be very worried. He's in a lot of danger, and he's fighting guys all the time with his new magic lightning powers. Trust me.
Actually, he probably is enjoying that, you know. Probably is shirtless, you know, showing off his muscles, all sweaty, and, like, you know, killing all the people, you know, showing off.
Let's ask him. Hold on. Let me pull out my case of like 1 billion sending stones that I've got. You know, like we've got Tempest, we've got the Dominion Emperor.
Don't bother Kai. I mean,
we've got.
He's busy. You know, he's having a relaxing time. He doesn't need to deal with any of us.
No? Okay.
I'm good.
Chris.
Yeah?
Did you, read my report from, yesterday?
Not yet. I've been a little busy, so...
Okay. Well, there is someone that we met in the swamp that wanted to talk to you.
Okay, are they here right now?
Ooh, that sounds like a day to
No, but I can call them. They gave me, a somewhat singing stone.
Okay. I guess I'll... Who are they?
This was the badass back?
Nah, I'm still weak and lame. But my post game is still on the...
Hey, what is this?
That name was Azarath. What is
We had to run out of energy.
Well, maybe the other one will run out as well.
That's fine.
You want me to call them now?
You know, we gotta be...
who are they?
Big, sharp...
Azarath.
Okay, who's Azarath?
So, like, yeah, when you transition... if you're not, like,
A wonder fighter that was dealing with
slow, and then you
undeads in the swamps.
you know, that jerk motion.
The same undeads that we had to deal with during the raid.
Okay, go ahead and call them.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and rip this band-aid off.
Yeah, sharp, man.
Azarath, are you here?
Question.
As you speak into the skull, it will take a few moments before you will hear from the skull. And all of you will also hear this as it is said out loud.
So, are you one of the elves that always gets angry, or are you in between, like, angry elf and then just, you know,
to talk to her?
Is the mayor also there?
You know, blonde elf.
He's around.
You know what?
Is that a thing?
Oh, he's right here. Never mind, he's right next to us.
I'm just so mean to you because I like you so much, and I just want to make sure that our thing doesn't ever become unprofessional, so that way you can't ever be attracted to me.
I knew it. I knew it. This is the whole time.
You didn't see the skull, the crystalline skull you're talking into that is talking. Tries to wink at you. It cannot move its eyes.
I'm a healer.
That is a very strange artifact.
Don't call me an artifact.
Many healers here. There's a tournament happening soon, and people are going to get on.
Interesting, yeah, so it has a mind on its own.
Hey, Krim?
Well, at least I have someone to talk to now.
We're gonna have a guest here that we might need to talk to. Oh, damn. That's a nice little outfit.
I'm gonna eat you.
Don't eat my captain. You eat magic, you don't eat people.
He was a fucking slime!
To be fair, it did taste like cherry. I don't blame anyone for that.
Don't eat people.
I don't...
We eat people! Shut up! You are not dragon if you don't eat!
You turned into a slime?
I eat meat, yes, but...
Long story short, there are some people who can't take a loss when they come to
consume people. I consume other games. You gremlin brain.
Maybe a hobby, maybe you find it fun.
I eat everything in existence. I'll eat you. I will cannibalize. I try to cannibalize him.
That's all I do that isn't right.
No. Okay. Oh, yeah, so I've heard about, the particular person dressed in red has a bunch of bones on them. We're not going to say exactly who, but we know who we're talking about.
Yes. But this is actually something different. Apparently, he ran into somebody the other day in the swamps, and they want to speak to us. Apparently, me and the mayor, so I'm including you in that since you're a captain. Also, we need to have a chat real quick.
The best idea.
All right.
Have fun.
No.
What?
No.
Come on down.
Stress relief.
Your dreams are coming true.
Dreams? We're finally getting a flag on the building.
Close. You might be getting Jackson fired.
I keep forgetting.
Oh. Well, I know I've had some strong opinions.
I now have to pull out camera.
I see you softened up a little bit.
Happened?
Give me a moment as I use
Julian sent me a letter.
See how far I am away from
well.
Oh, I see eyes.
Maybe he has some kind of political issue that he had with Jackson, or what?
There we go.
Jackson decided to try to get him to disown one of his children.
I'm hoping
to try to hurt them.
These claws for good use and try them out.
You know what? If he's going to do that.
What the hell?
He then started a whole situation, including trying to fight Julian. Julian wasn't interested in fighting him. Julian tried walking away, and he tried to forcibly, without his consent, hold him in place and fight him without his consent. In Aether, mind you. Where the magics prevent that.
Did we talk to the Aether Guard, Captain Office? Did he report him to?
I have not yet. That is going to be something I plan on doing.
You know, I try to go off what you said. You know, hey, we're all a family here, right? He went on a mission with me recently, and I actually was a little proud of how he handled the situations that we were facing. So I'm like trying to ease up on me being so angry at him, but then I hear this, and I'm like, maybe I'm just too nice, you know?
So, I've been tempted if I want to do this now or not, because the tournament, we're going to be having delegates from here, so I might wait to do this, but depending on what Jackson says, depends on if he's going to stay in the guard or not. And quite frankly, if he does manage to convince me to stay in the guard, I might knock him down to recruit.
I mean, he's already a guardsman. I mean, so if we knock him down to recruit, he's basically just going to be, well, having to do stuff again to, maybe, actually, that might be good. Just retraining him completely.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, to be
honest,
honest,
he gets a deduction in pay. He will have to have increased, if he wants to be jumped back into guard, then he's going to need to, work his way back up. It's not going to be something where he just does a couple trainings and he gets bumped back up.
I want to ask him, why the hell is he a guard in the first place if he's going to be doing stuff like this?
I don't know.
It's like it's bad enough that he's already done some stuff that I'm not happy with him about, like looting dead bodies, or, just... And there's other things that I can't bring up because it's like, it's not relevant to guard duty. Being a scumbag on your own personal time is... Oh, hi.
Open the door and just tell us.
Yeah, come on in, man. Come on in. We're almost done with the conversation anyways.
Okay. They arrived. They said that the other guardsmen are also allowed to hear it, whatever they have to say.
Alright, well, I'd rather have a private meeting since we don't know who this person is.
Or dealing with this undead threat.
Oh, hi.
I shall leave it to your discretions.
What you doing?
From my understanding, you also wanted to speak to the mayor?
I figured it'd be imperative to speak to the leader of the place that was attacked by these undead.
Go get Joel.
Yeah, you want it? Yeah.
Can you get them for us, please? Thank you. I'll be back. I'm gonna go change into my uniform.
Well, he's coming already. Oh. You want me to bring the other guards here?
No.
Oh,
I would like to know what the situation is first before I start bringing other guards in.
Since I'm involved, I guess I'll stay here then.
Alright.
I was about to say, I believe the Alpha Mage out there and another Knight individual are both the ones I found fending off undead. Whether you wish to bring them in is up to you.
Yeah, Vivian and Baxter, but I didn't saw Baxter yet, so...
Baxter's not here, and I'd rather get the information first before I bring it to other guards, so...
If we're hearing about undead, this man looks like the knight. It could be part of the reports that I told you about.
which court can you remind me?
The part about the knight in the provinces surrounding Redwall, the one that was defending against the undead.
Right, those.
You are the mayor, yes. At least you seem informed. But
I informed the commander.
Well, your men seem to know nothing of it, so... But I'm not here to judge. I'm here to say that your mayor's information is correct. I have been fighting and helping other towns to defend against this necromancer. From what your guardsmen informed me, you also had an incursion while you were still under previous leadership some time ago.
That's correct.
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago, yeah.
Well, in those weeks, there have been other periodic undead attacks on towns and provinces surrounding this area. I've been doing my best to help in defending and quelling these threats. But I can only do so much. My proposition to you is I believe I know in advance the next targets that they might plan to strike. Usually I am the one catching up to the strikes, but I believe I have some information on when the next one will take place. And if your guardsmen are wishing to put an end to this threat and the citizens and people that it affects in and around your territories, we might be able to catch them there, end it once and for all. But of course, it is up to you. You may continue defending Redwall as you have previously, or may aid me.
We're here to aid anyone that needs it.
If that is the case, then I have some more reconnaissance I want to do about the town, as well as getting it evacuated prior. However, I also want to know what your guard are capable of. I know that at least the three that fought the singular undead are somewhat capable, but I mean no offense. From what I know of Redwall and have heard, you seem to be lacking some resources and hard hitters that you once had.
It's not always about hitting hard, sometimes it's about hitting smart.
Well, we can always welcome him to come watch the tournament happening today. I'm sure most of the guard will be present in doing so and taking part in it. At least some of them. Most of them
My offer...
a nice hearty fight.
My offer was going to be at a more opportune time, allowing me to spar with them, or at least the ones you plan to take on this venture, so that I know of their capabilities firsthand.
See if I'm good with the arena.
That would be... yeah, it would be a good training exercise for my guard, so I would not mind that.
We have some time before they next strike. He likes to do it periodically. Not only that, gives me time to do the scouting and evacuating I wanted to. Flesher here, the dragon, has my stone, so when you are ready for me to test your guardsmen, simply let me know.
I'll let you know.
All right.
Oh. It's good that we're on a basis then.
And then, anything else that would help us in regards to preparing to help aid your people?
Right.
Give him
Indeed. Sorry, the voices. But after I do the training with the chosen ones you've chosen, I will leave who you bring for this mission to you. And I will give my input after I've thought of who I believe would be most fit for it. But in that case, if you hear anything else, let me know. Specifically about the undead. No offense, I truthfully don't care about much else.
All right.
Very well. I'm gonna try to get into that tournament before it's too late.
Yep, go.
Joe Holtz, man of Red Bull, currently.
This will be very
Azarath, Knight of Death.
No.
Nice to meet
That'll
you.
depend upon the third round
Crimron,
if you make
Captain Tindershield.
those of you that are attending this tournament. Unlike any other tournament that Redwall or Aether has given to you.
What the fuck is this?
I thought you put it up.
I'll be the watcher. I'll be the one who judges this. And it isn't just going to be me. I brought one of my esteemed shamans here with me.
Oh, I feel like I can't see it. So
with
give me a
your
moment.
entertainment.
And now I can. Well, no, I feel like I had to do it so that I could see it.
He will be watching over the lot of you to see on how you all do. We have 3 rounds on how this Tournament of Stone works. I will not tell you how it goes until it is on the center of this arena.
And it's Squidman and
The lot of you that are attending this at this moment. This side, nearby this tree, is where you will all be standing. If you are not considered standing near this tree, then I will not consider you being in the tournament at all.
Oh, and I feel like I'm also missing something.
Do I go
I'm
now?
also missing something anyway.
Not at the moment.
Now, okay, well, I feel like I've...
As for me and Valtris, we will be sitting right over there with all the other weapons are. Think of it as a throne portion. You are not just doing a tournament for your own gain. You are participating here
I don't, oh, it didn't even edit.
to please said audience, with those around you, especially with the chieftain and the shaman that accompanies you. Do note that in some cases, your bones may break. Your magic may deplete when you do not see it.
There, I don't care enough.
We will have healers nearby, no need to worry. Only one can be declared as chosen of the Stonebloods. Chosen is a title for the champion of the Tournament of Stone here in Redwall. A tournament of Redstone, to be exact. But enough talk. At this moment,
No fucking idea.
let the first ever of the Tournament of Stone in Redwall begin. As your chieftain, let the games begin. Contestants, fighters, mages, rangers, to the side for us to call you.
And now we set up round one. The boulder lift.
I don't want to jump over the fence.
Do note, any of these that you fail in, or the first two steps, you are eliminated. You could be the last one in either steps 1 to 2 and never even make it to the fights. But even with that, let's see if you can make it. He will be pulling out a platinum coin covered in mana. For mages, this coin is pure as it can be. For those of you from the Stonebloods, you feel
They're off
as
now.
if a mana tier is holding this through. He throws it to the center. Out of character. Do you know what an Atlas stone looks like?
Hmm?
Cheer me on.
It is what strongmen IRL use to lift. You will see the exact same thing. For those of you that are in the Stonebloods, this stone will form, and to show you the huge size of this stone, it is as tall and big as Torg. From the Stoneblood clan, if you know...
Circumstances. Most of the time, I don't want anything to do with them, but nature's nature.
The only cute bugs are those silk moths.
They are pretty cute.
Yes, those are adorable.
First volunteer! Step up and lift the stone! As the chieftain commands it!
Say only as if that's not a giant rock right there.
Wow.
Well, there's all a big disadvantage.
Make sure you use your legs.
Right.
They are.
Sorry. Pretty much the same height as...
Rolling. What class are you?
Third generation, because a few that are all right, I refer to them pretty incompetent.
Understood. The way of how this is going to work. Your modifiers will not be told to you. You would only be asked of your class, how you lift it, and how you wish to lift it, as well with everything behind the lines of a DM, is how we'll go. Rolling.
You can see this place. Ian?
Ooh, all right.
Nice to meet you. Who's that?
As you try and begin to lift up the stone that is the size and the width and the height of Torg, you see yourself within this moment that the mana starts to flow through your own arms, cold as ice.
Congratulations.
But as you do, you understand its texture, you understand the grip. You know exactly
Has anyone
what to
started
do with
gambling
this.
yet?
With a 19,
As far as I know, no.
you lift it off the ground and onto your
think we can
chest.
change
Your
that?
back bends a little bit. You don't merely lift it up with your legs, but you begin as the rock itself tilts backward. You catch yourself and you hold it for 5 seconds before dropping it. A loud slam.
This is my husband. Oh, it's nice to meet you.
And that is strength. Once you are good, and if you are contending still, stay on that tree. Next!
Yes.
Step and lift.
Should I explain?
Your class is a fighter, correct?
Yep.
I know.
They tried to summon the purple guy, the one no one understands, but some of us.
You go in, lifting up your legs. As you try and lift the stone, the mana goes to your arms. It feels cold, ice, sharp spikes in your arms. It fucking hurts. With a 7, you try and lift, and it goes down to the ground. And you look to the chieftain and the shaman. Your lift seems...
Why do they call it an Atlas stone anyways? Like, who was Atlas?
Don't you you're fucking with me.
And how big was his stone?
I
think there's some mythology somewhere about an individual named Atlas lifting the entire world.
You're out of the tournament.
Well, okay, well that rock is much smaller than the entire world.
But even something along the lines of even with all the strength he has, it's still heavy.
Hold on.
Or just heavy enough.
Do you think the bird can do it?
The
bird. Is that bird magic?
Possibly.
As far as I know, most birds around Aether aren't real.
Gustav could do it.
Wait a minute, I know that Gustav could lift that shit.
One of my
just in case.
And one of them only comes by later in the day. Well, actually, 2 of them only come by later.
Holy shit, he's doing
you're
it.
Literally just gonna lift it with your... Okay. With a 9, you will see this little bird try and lift this stone, but as that happens, you would see it almost looks like that the bird is lifting. It almost lifts. No, it's tilting back, I think. No, it's about to hit the bird. No, it's straight up about to hit the bird. Little one, you have one action to get away from this tilting stone that is about
Look at this bird. Look at this bird lifting that giant rock.
And
is it really more
so.
important? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is.
I'll be back.
You're out! Next up!
Oh.
No.
This is
Oh, tilt it over to the side. You lift the stone then. Simple. What is your class?
Good on them.
You?
Is there any warrior class?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just a healer.
A warrior class is considered a fighter. There's a fighter, a mage, and a ranger class.
She's a fighter.
He does like the
Understood, rolling.
Wait.
As you try and lift up the stone, you see yourself putting both your hands at the very center of the stone, seeing if you can lift it right on up. At the very last possible moment, you see your tail whipping around the stone to see if you can create some momentum. But with a 5, as you try and lift it up the ground, you would see that it just slips through your fingers and it cuts through a few parts of your hand. You would see a bit of scarring and tissue tearing from it, and it hurts like hell.
Wow.
Rolling.
Healing. Interesting.
Acting accordingly. Strength.
Lifting contest.
Rock lifting contest?
Why?
How interesting.
That tail of yours. I can see your strength.
What's if everyone lined up over there?
Another go!
They're starting to do it with the rock lifting thing, and then
they're all in the tournament.
Rolling.
I think fighting's later.
You bring yourself spreading your arms throughout both sides of the rock, and this time your tail showing no hesitation to try and lift it. With an 18, as the mana flows through your arms, you would start to see this individual lift this rock, and basically tilting its way down to you. You're back handling it straight. It almost feels like you're about to get crushed, but your tail balances it, and your feet stay on the ground, and you bring it down, satisfied.
Which one?
I'm not too sure. Tor, Torg, I think.
Strike!
Torg over there.
You move on!
I can hear him clearly.
You can hear him clearly?
Nice!
I can hear them clearly.
He still has his bracelets on.
GG!
So this will be interesting.
A lot of people say your strength precedes you. I will want to see that myself. Lift that stone!
Lift that fucking stone, Eugene!
Go, Eugene!
Eugene! I'm good!
Tell you are a fighter, yeah?
Royal team! You got this!
Understood, rolling. You may proceed.
Come on. Come on.
You bring up to the stone below your hands with your legs. You know for a fact that you know how to lift. You know how to
He's got proper lifting technique.
You know how to show your strength. This being one of those times to prove yourself, and you do. With a 17 roll, you bring that rock right on up to the hips, and then you bring it to your chest, bending your back backwards as it tilts behind.
That's what it's
you feel
fucking about.
crush from your hands. Shoulder, but no more than to your chest. But you hold for a couple of seconds before you let it down with a great slam. A small fist and a great strength. You move
Not bad for a little bugger.
Next!
That's my boy right there. I knew it. It was a foregone conclusion. I never had any doubt. I couldn't imagine Eugene losing.
Great dragon kid.
I accidentally proceeded instead of getting like knocked out like I needed to talk.
Win this whole thing. Get that 350 gold or whatever, and a magic item.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah!
Alright, anyways, where were we? Oh right, back with those other people.
We were trying to convince up with the gamble.
I have made the roll. Proceed. As you try and lift the stone with the roundabout tactic, with your one arm and your one left arm within your own self, you try and see as you make your tail balance and make it an almost a stepping stone for yourself. But with an 8, one of your hands slips and cracks through the stone within your skin, the dragon skin, even the mana through it. This is a different stone that you would never have seen before. And you drop it almost immediately, even before lifting it. Rolling.
I've been really quiet doing what I got to do. I was sadly there.
Exactly. That sounds awesome.
Your strength can precede you, but you still hold on to the stone. Your determination wills it. Another go!
Don't listen to the big man.
As you try and lift it once more, as you try and go for it, your scales and your claws clinch onto the stone itself as it scratches onto it. Your tail, much more to lift, more than ever before. But you don't know what the stone is. This stone is beyond anything you've lifted. And unfortunately, with a 7, it is too good for you to hold as it slips through your arms and almost hits one of your feet. But it doesn't tilt to you as you quickly back up, not to get in its way of crushing you. You have done well. But strength comes in all matters from the great mountain. Unfortunately, you're out of the tournament. Good shot!
Good, yes.
Next!
We also took me almost the king of
Wait! Now this will be something. Your class.
He's my friend.
Understood. Rolling.
I think we have a good chance of starting a gambling ring around here.
Do we now?
Yeah. That short furry fellow seemed really like we introduced the concept of gambling to him, and he seemed like a huge fan of it.
You would examine it. You don't know what to do, but to just go for it.
Yeah.
What will you do?
So I think we wait until the first round is over, you know, get everyone eliminated, and then we get everyone else, and then we start gambling. We start like, you know, getting the bets going.
You know, I feel bad. It's impossible to lift it up. It still feels like I owe you one.
As you do so with your earth magic, you go right below and your earth magic triggers within your legs, strengthening your lift of your legs. As you bring both hands, the width of this rock is almost immeasurable. It is awkward to try and even pick it up. But with your earth magic in your legs, from a 10, you would see that it starts to slip. You would see that your knees are starting to crack in and of itself, that your rock formation is starting to wear down. However, with a re-roll, considering a 10 is a middleman section of a roll, with a 16, the legs kick in last possible second as you only hold it up for about 2.5 seconds before dropping it to the ground, surprisingly to being able to lift such a stone. You feel accomplished.
Wait, hold on a minute. If he's like an earth mage,
Woo!
he didn't just,
Good job, Wayne!
levitate it with his mind.
Yeah.
Can they do that? Wait, what?
I thought I heard them say magic wasn't allowed.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
She's got to use the belt. She's got to use the belt, or is it a ring? Or... She's got to do it, of course. Take your time. Yeah. She's got to get big. But what if she needs to get big for another thing?
Anywhere. Not even with a roll. It is just a straight rock pillar from a great mountain. It's going to be awkward the moment you try and pick it up. But that is part of the challenge.
Because of her size, and then grow, and lift as she grows. It's leverage.
She even get under it though? Oh, there she goes.
She's going big right away. She's going big right away. No penchant for strategy, these people.
Alright. As you lift, or try and lift this rock on the ground, you plant your feet on it, you see what everyone else was doing. To lift with your legs, your wings start to flap as stress is put on your body. You feel as if your skin and your face is just turning red from the sheer force and size of the rock. But with your wind, your wings, and the spell, with a 12, you will barely, just barely lift it just below your hips. As you drop down with a great slam from 0.5 seconds.
Oh. Someone's gonna drop this thing on their toes.
Actually, it wasn't her, I don't think.
Yeah, no. I don't think... Does she have toes?
Kind of.
She has like 2 big toes on each foot.
Yeah.
I know that guy!
Come on, Zephyr! Yeah! I think he's got this. He does also. He probably has the most vulnerable toes to dropping the stone on his toes, though.
That's very true.
Proceed. You bring your hands down onto the stone, and as you do, you try and get a feel it's so awkward to you. The mana goes through your arms and your hands, and it feels spiky all around. This rock is much more than you may think. As you try and lift with your legs, you can feel that your ankles are starting to give way. But with a roll of a 12, you plant your feet and you grit your teeth, strong and determined. You go through the pain as you lift it up to your hips for 1 second, then slam it to the ground.
Why did he tell you about
You proceed!
You told her about my evil fucked up items?
Thanks. They were talking about Trisyra's dagger that contains their dead parents, and I was like, Jin's dagger's way cooler than that.
I just need
I was
magic.
glazing you. Jin, I was glazing. Oh.
Does he have to really tell everyone about that?
I need a lot of shit that I shouldn't eat.
Look, there's gotta be better ways to get some magic than eating sharp objects. Haven't you just tried, like,
Stealing from the positive affinity crystal in Aether?
As you do,
Yeah?
Whatever hilt that
you
was,
try and bring
I
your
flipped
arms
this one.
around and you lift it, but you realize that 7, your legs were not planted as they were to seem.
We don't really do it.
Where is the pickup from?
Come on. Come on.
Hey, come on.
You would see
Ashria?
Theoretically contain
back against you. And with quick thinking, you place it down
That could theoretically contain a dangerous soul. You don't want to eat that. It could be really bad for you. You don't know.
I'll drop it on you. I'll drop it on you. I'll drop it on you.
I'll catch it in my fucking teeth. Don't fucking.
No, you won't.
Fucking try it.
I'll drop it on you.
Ashria, just come down and, you know.
That is a shame.
If you do, I'll give you some of my death magic.
That drinking before a lift can cause some serious issues with your body.
Spit that. Spit.
Your strength can be seen fit. However,
What's happening
You
here?
at the end of the hill.
you are out of the tournament.
Perfect. He's still gonna.
Hey, good try, good try.
What? Did you push me off, or I'm so
No,
confused?
he was holding on to the hill and like falling back. Like, let's get back. Let's get back up there. Reposition. Yeah. Yeah, he's basically just like putting all his weight on it. Like,
Let me see your strength.
See where Ash went?
come on.
I'm gonna try to break your wrist. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break your wrist. I'm gonna move it backwards towards you.
I have another soul. I can give you another
Give me
soul.
something. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. Give me your mask. I want your mask.
You can't have my mask. It's very
Give me your
personal.
mask. Give me your mask.
You can't have the
Give
mask.
me your mask. Give me your mask.
Okay, what if? I think you're the strongest. You bit it.
That's
It's probably-
Try and pick it up with momentum to push the rock and to lift it with your legs and your arms. You see that the rock actually tilts
Also
against
personal.
you.
Oh, hold on.
Like a zombie's nest. But now it tilts against you as it is about to squash you with an 8.
Come on, we can work something out.
With a
Give me the markings on your face.
behind your back due to this haste. With this, you gained an equal number of a roll, which I've made a re-roll.
Okay, look, we can work something out. We have souls
souls
in the basement. I can give you like a skeleton soul
Astria?
or something.
Give me something that's magical.
You feel as if
Okay,
this mountain,
deal.
this piece of the great
Now.
Give me the dagger.
crushed you.
No.
But
Can I like take a second? Can I go get it
No,
from
now.
home?
your reflexes with the 16.
Trish, you wouldn't happen to have anything magical on you, would you?
Astria is just going to conjure her death magic in her hand.
Like a bastard. But
This is listen, dagger for dagger.
I can't let you eat. My dead parents are in the dagger. No.
Putting it sideways from you, holding it at an
I'll let you taste it.
rate for 3 seconds.
I'm going to take a chunk out of that dagger.
No, you can't do that. I need to free them. Look,
No. Mask. Mask.
How about a glove of magic missile? How about a glove
Okay.
that cast magic missile? Those are magic. I don't
Okay,
even
give
use
it to
them.
me.
Okay.
Have fun.
Thank you. Here's your dagger.
Thank you.
I
Now I don't have to keep remembering I have these.
What you guys are doing up here, huh?
Thank you, brother.
I got.
Just my soul dagger. Hey, can you do like a paraglider thing? Can I like ride you down from this tree? Now that you're
I'll be honest, I'm kind of sore from lifting that boulder.
What will you be doing?
I don't know what to say.
You're such a bitch.
I outrangered him by stealing his dagger.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Well, okay, I appreciate this. Damn, those seekers.
you do realize you stole someone's property, right?
Describe what you are doing.
I gave it back.
No, you basically extorted and blackmailed him, which is also bad crimes that you should not be doing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're not even denying it.
Understood, and I have
That means way more to me than this
bring
tournament.
yourself on to this.
Do you exclusively eat magic?
Tournament, we'll find out. Yeah. Well, not exclusively. I also eat everything else.
As it actually connects with your earth magic, but not in a good way.
There you go.
As your
I
magic
miss my friend in
starts to
armor.
fluctuate itself from the stone that you're trying to lift with a 4.
You have an action to get away from it.
You want to press charges?
That'll do something. No, it's fine.
Are you sure? Because they stole your item.
I didn't really need it. Good thing I had these normal gloves just in my pockets the whole time. Otherwise, that would have been awkward.
Alright, understood.
Understood.
I'll get them back eventually. Maybe. If I remember.
17 with your strength you managed to. And you set it on top, not letting it push against you. You feel it. You felt fear a little bit in that moment. Rolling. I saw what you were trying to do, mage. However, you nearly got yourself hurt. You are removed from the competition.
No, way back in my early life, my mother adopted one.
Is Vander?
Vander caused the trauma to himself, but it's fine.
Yeah, he was. You alright? Yeah, no, you're not. You're fine. You're fine. You can make it.
You wish to give your position to another.
As I always say, I endure.
Oh shit. Oh.
You're whispering.
Fuck. Oh, and I can't believe you hit them. They're blind.
You can if that is your choice.
No, I'm so.
Then you will be no longer in the tournament, Eugene. You have been given a lucky given chance. Proceed over there with them. And do not disappoint with the second round.
Yeah.
You did well.
My dear friend, lift the rock.
I can't kick it with friend either. I came here almost first. I do no such thing.
Interesting.
You are a Earth and Nature affiliate, correct?
Yes.
You may proceed.
That's why I'm surprised that I...
As you try and bring your magics over in and combine with what strength that you have to bring this rock up, you would see that you brace yourself within that magma and you use your magics to try and whatever to lift the stone off the ground. It does so. Inch by inch it starts to lift. You see it in its awkward somehow. Its mana's connecting with yours and it feels like you by yourself is lifting it with your own feathers. It hurts. It is agonizing. It is exhausting. But with a roll of a 15, you manage to get it just to your chest line before dropping it down.
I think that would work.
Strength by magic. You move on.
And sit through the rest.
Let it go, Hannah.
Is your back going to be okay?
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm not sure.
Are you a fighter?
What, you want me to crack it for you?
No, you don't have to just fix his back.
All right.
Not lemonade.
Different ways with that.
Could I give it a try? You know what? Never mind.
I'm going to go say hello to lemonade. You're right.
We shall
see. Yeah?
I'm gonna gather
I just heard some news.
Yeah?
How will you lift the stone?
Jackson is arrested.
Me, I was unsure. So I just...
Where?
Sorry, I just saw God for a
Wardens.
Very haunting.
The mage wardens or whatever. They took him.
In Aether?
It seems they're still going through some of the
Here. I think it was it was whichever. They were here for a moment.
Were they chromatic dragons?
Rayo just told me. They had like a blue halo behind their heads.
Shit, did they have like wings?
The magic of the stone.
This is a new one then. Where's Ryu?
You actually hear something.
He's over by the nexus. He was the one who told me. Alright.
Thank you.
I don't know if Doctor knows of what's going on because Jackson was the one that was leading the one over at the healer's place.
Alright.
And since there's no one leading there, we don't know who's going to be taking over it for now.
Alright.
So I don't know.
Somehow, from the strength of your fire, it bursts, almost like jets, as you lift your legs with an 18. Bring the stone to your chest line as it goes to take on your back. Barely, you feel as if it is crushing. It hurts like
Be honest with me. Is this ignorance or is this?
And the many rays of sun flares coming out along the edges of the corona. And then those chaotic edges start to focus.
Explorations of revenge, I would have died. It is best that you just take it easy and breathe.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been told that Jackson was arrested.
He was here just a couple of moments ago.
By who and for what?
The Tower of Purgation arrested him. For creating several anomalies and damaging the ley lines.
God damn it. When was this?
He just said it was moments ago.
This arrest happened moments ago.
The damaging of the ley lines, when did this happen and where?
I do not know. I am not around him all the time.
Alright.
And now the tower is looking for Dusk Rain and Scoops. And I was truthful when I told them I have no clue where they are.
Are they connected to why Jackson was arrested?
If they're looking for them because of that, then maybe.
You said Dusk Rain and who else?
Scoops.
Scoops, right. Alright. Thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just like a quick aside.
Jackson.
We gotta look out for our own, right?
I'm gonna have to send a letter to the Tower Purgation and get more info about this.
Right. Aether Island, let's go.
From what I heard from the Tower of Purgation, they're kind of tight-knit and tight-lipped.
They are, but...
He's going to be jailed for 30 years.
30 years?
For 30 seconds or something like the mayor was that one time?
For 30 years, that is precisely what they told me.
Alright.
We need him. He's the head of the healer house here.
Look, the Tower Purgation is tight-lipped, but now that I'm commander of the Redwall Guard, I should have a little bit of sway and get some answers to find out what's going on. And get some more detailed answers than what we have right now.
I can let the... Would you like me to let the other healers know that we don't have a head healer here?
Yes. I'll let you handle the healer guild business. It's not my place to tell you guys how to run the healers guild since I'm commander of the Redwall Guard.
I'll send a message out to Doctor about it and then let the other healers know by doing a meeting. Go from there.
I have fun news for you. Jackson was arrested by the Tower Purgation.
The fuck did you do?
Apparently he fucked with the ley lines, which is a big no-no.
Oh, it is a big no-no, yes. They will immediately
I don't want to be a fishful.
Yeah, which they did.
Apparently they're looking for 2 other people, too.
Well, there's nothing you
Possibly
can
for
do
the same
about it.
thing.
The Tower Purgation wants someone, you let them take them.
Well, yes, but I'm just letting you know since Jackson is...
one of the 2 people are here.
Yeah, sure.
You want me to go scot-free? If so.
Which one of the 2 are here?
Do inform me the names.
Well, I know one of them is Scoops.
Oh.
Yes, that one is it.
Scoops and Duskreen, which one is here?
Scoops. I believe.
Where is he?
Yes, well, I was being informed that Jackson has...
I was informed he is somewhere here. That's why I was inquiring on maybe me going and looking for him.
If you know who Scoops is, help me locate him. Once you find him, let me know on the Singing Stones.
No, exactly. It's more like...
Do you need me to, apprehend him as soon as I see him?
No, just tell him that I'm looking for him and I have questions for him. You're not to ascertain him, we just have questions for him. He's not in any trouble.
Of course. Right away, ma'am.
Consider him a witness.
Oh, Commander, can I ask you something?
Absolutely.
So I've had a mind spell put on me, and I'm testing it out, for like a day. So I was wondering, are you constantly angry at me?
No.
Okay, just checking. So I'm trying to corroborate the spell. Okay.
You've been pretty decent in the guard so far. I had...
Really?
I had someone train you yesterday and get you caught up with speed. They did train you, right?
Actually, we are due for more training today, actually, so the training field is...
Well, yeah, once that clears out. Yeah, right now they're breaking bones or something.
Yeah, they're doing a tournament right now.
Alright, just making sure. Yeah, apparently Lee said I have schizophrenia, whatever the fuck bullshit new age disease that is, so... trying to test out a mind spell.
Alright, as long as it doesn't affect your duties.
Well, that's what I'm testing.
Let's go look for this person.
Yes, find Scoops.
Who? Oh, okay.
That's my mission for you. Alongside with me, we have to find Scoops.
I think good idea.
I doubt you will. I mean, for a nice stroll other than business.
Okay. Well, I wish you luck.
Ooh, okay. He's going to...
You have my bubble.
There's no one needs it right now.
That's alright, just lifting stuff.
Like stuff used in ancient magic.
Can you see where Crimron went off still?
And then lifted, I perceive. Your own version of metal levitation.
I think maybe perhaps we should continue on with the topic at hand.
A few
After all, he wished to speak to us
your
about
chest
how
line of how you
big
leveled
a
it with
problem,
them.
and we have plenty of people who
14.
experience Phaedra.
You managed to lift it, but just barely. As the mana, you would feel the mana surging through your wings. It hurts. It hurts like a bastard. It's like you're lifting it with your own 2 hands, even with magic. But you settle it down before it could strain you further.
I got something on my sending.
Strength from a mage, especially from a wyvern. Next!
Zinks up.
The jesters told me a bit about you. We shall see what kind of chaos mage you are.
But at this moment in time, whoever has been here at Redwall the most will be temporary lead, as of my decision. So whoever wants to stay here to keep an eye on Stash, as well as
Fucking silver medal brought to you by Doctor. Where would you go?
You were almost humble, but I got you there. Good joke. Next!
Be careful. Do you want to stab
Final
me?
contestant! Proceed yourself.
I don't know.
As your hips break.
Alright, so it seems like we're about to reach the
Oh,
second
yeah.
round.
You want to watch us do the thing?
Go get him. He's fixing this out. I'm pretty sure. Give him a minute.
I'm talking to a sword.
Huh? Who?
Yes.
Where's our okay, but I mean, I'm about to say where's our floating sword, but at the same time, I've seen weird things.
Are you a fighter class?
Laura stays at Aether. Laura would be my second option, but I see you two here.
He points. You can see the door has been tampered with. The lock seems to be busted.
Do I see anything?
You see down below, you can see all of the cabinets are all open. And that door is supposed to be still locked. I assume you have a key. And this door has been unlocked from the inside. There's a boot print on the top of this barrel.
Does it look like a goblin-shaped footprint or human size?
It's an average human-sized footprint.
Great. Did you see who did this? Great.
If there's nothing else, I need to return to the tournament field as I actually did manage to advance to the next phase.
Go ahead.
Okay, have fun. Try not to die.
Did you see Trish?
There's pretty much all the.
I'm right here. What's up?
Right there.
Yeah, if I get any updates.
Right there. Right there.
mostly
Right
towards
there.
Damn it.
Jackson,
Where have you
I
been?
will let you guys know. If not, then.
Where you been, woman?
Being commander and being
Why are
everywhere.
you always running around?
Oh, you want to introduce me to your mom? I see how it is.
That's it for today. We can dismiss
Yes.
this meeting.
Thank you for the
I was joking. I'm out of here.
My darling boy's son.
What do you mean?
Thank you for leading us
On me.
I said I was making a joke,
I don't think you have.
Tours on a mission, so.
You know we're the same rank.
and you're being serious.
You know we're the same rank. He's a
So I hate it here. I'm out of here.
What? Yeah.
Good job, Dad.
What? What do you mean? I don't know what's wrong with her.
Look, he's very nice. He's not my type.
Oh?
Plus, I mean, aren't you, like, seeing other people anyway?
Yes.
He's a
I
very
have no
popular
idea what she's
person in
talking
Aether.
about.
In Redwall. I need to take care of this.
temporary promotions. Yes.
Dealership is happening.
Okay, why are people shouting? My elf ears could pick it up from down the street.
Okay, we're the same rank, right? That means he doesn't, like, he doesn't own me. And also, I'm a healer first. We're in the Healers Guild building. I can't just go out on patrol immediately with you. I need to make sure I'm at the Healers Guild meeting.
Understood.
Technically speaking, he does outrank you because you're still a recruit. However, even as a guard, and you're, oh yeah, he just joined also. So yeah, you're a recruit also. So you guys are same rank. But even if you were a guard and he was a recruit, as a guard, you don't have the ability to command people. That doesn't get entrusted into you until you're a squad lead.
I wasn't trying to command anyone. It's just this meeting is a chance.
It is, but only if they want to be friends.
You need it.
I do have to ask them if
There's many in the guard that have multiple responsibilities. And right now, the Healers Guild has a bit of a crisis on their hands that they're trying to deal with.
Like, running. Like, look at my patches. See how it's left to right? See how it's left to right? Healer Guild first.
Where's Jeff? Yes. Sorry, I was teaching our daughter. Yes.
I want to help people most of all. That's why I joined the guard. But healing comes first.
If you're wondering what the document
Well, yeah. I just need to make sure they don't need me anymore.
Severe situations come first. And right now, the healer situation is a lot more severe because the person that was running the healer guild, their leader, has been arrested. So they're trying to figure shit out. And that takes priority. If Redwall is being attacked by Daedra, then that would be the thing that takes priority, and I would expect you to help with the fight. But it's whatever serious situation is first. So you're dealing with a serious situation with the healers. Go help with that situation. You're perfectly fine. Just keep that in mind. I understand that you were only asking if you could help, if he could help with patrols and stuff, but keep in mind that if people are dealing with very serious situations, that they're needed for those situations as well.
I was just making sure before I go on patrol, everything's situated right.
Because they're trying to put out fires with the Healers Guild, so...
Alright, new commanders. Good luck.
Thank you.
Who is this lady? Who's this older lady? Is she?
Alright, they don't need me anymore in there.
Nice to meet you, Miss Ava. Is it okay?
I'm ready to go on patrol.
Is it okay to live here?
Ronan, do you require assistance?
Limited to 2 licks. 2 licks is the limit before people start to
Well, if you're not already, We're patrolling for a certain person that we believe is here by the name of
Oh yeah, what does Scoop look like?
Watch the head, watch the head.
I have a feeling Scoops isn't here anymore.
There you go.
Oh.
I'm a shark.
What does he look like?
But someone broke into the tavern and stole everything.
Good day there. Are you not busy right now?
I am not busy right now.
Oh. I just spoken to one of your captains, I believe. I believe you're Triss, is that correct?
Yes.
We'll be working hopefully here soon. There's been a Daedric presence within our eastern borders further off. They're a bit more defensive though, normally. Is that anything that you're more familiar with?
As far as the Daedra, yes, I'm familiar with the Daedra.
She's actually a lady. Which means...
Well, I'll be the one leading that operation, so I would hope to see one of your own Red Wall representatives will fight alongside us. And then, by chance, are you also a good friend of this Gale's?
Can I assist you? I'm just going to pull out a pristine...
I haven't quite...
Yeah, she's a...
Sorry, I couldn't catch that.
I am going to request your weapon for inspection.
Which one?
The one on your back.
Your daughter?
Ma'am?
Right.
Some sort of automaton.
Sure, it is the fire chamber rifle. It is meant to take a shot and takes about 30 seconds to reload. Is there a reason why you need our weapons?
Making sure that any weapons when involving military force inside of Aether-controlled areas, inside of the etheric bubble, are properly instantiated and under the correct firewalls.
You need so much money off of this.
Understood. Show
We
me
cannot have you bringing weapons of mass destruction inside of the etheric sea. Not without proper notice.
Triss.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
sorry about that. I don't want
Raven
them to accidentally
and Bristle
cut themselves on that.
are going to be the new leads for the healer's place.
Okay.
If in any way they say that they do not want someone to enter the place, they are leading the place. Please follow what they say.
All right.
If further escalation, to arrest the person.
Understood.
Do you want a popsicle?
No one.
Are you asking me things out of character now?
Me and Ava will make a report. She has the paperwork with their signatures and send it out to Doctor.
Right. I'm assuming you may be
Although when it comes to the Tower Brigation, like if you try to tell the Tower Brigation that they're not allowed in, they're going to come in anyway. They basically have...
So Raven knows that. He's not that dumb.
Look, I have to verify these things because some people aren't aware of that.
Yeah, I'll let him know if he doesn't know and go from there.
Yeah, make sure he knows. Because I don't want there to be any misunderstandings.
Exotic origin to the point of destructive nature.
Basically taken apart for a little while.
Right, our own little self-destructive civil war may be some concern, especially with the likes of, well, mass weapons of destruction.
Other than that,
But we did stop that civil war just recently. Hopefully.
It's property damage, and there's a picture of a brick wall with a person-shaped shadow scribbled onto it.
As long as those issues do not spread in the firearms that you bring into the etheric sea.
I'm entrusting you guys to investigate it. There's other things that I'm having to try to deal with right now. So, I would like you three to investigate and try to catch the individual.
No weapons found itself there yet.
Alright,
Make sure you have that.
You know what they look like, by the way, before?
Unfortunately, I'm not the one that makes the calls on that regard, but I will be sure to to relay it to the right one.
To those who are necessary info and information.
I need to speak to my aunt about this.
Yeah, standing in the doorway.
Because that was before the human friendship.
So yeah, some of them will have.
So I understand that the Tower Brigation arrested one of my guards for messing with the ley lines.
Gravity magic's here.
For causing multiple affinity clashes of purposeful origin. Intended to cause damage.
Probably here shortly.
Okay.
At some point, I will need to speak
So
to
they
this.
weren't attacking the ley lines directly. So who were they doing the affinity explosions with? And when was this?
Themselves.
I'm sorry, to themselves?
Specifically, no, but
Why would he do that?
Friends.
I know a fly. You can actually pick me up now.
Wow.
Okay.
I see that you're making friends already, soldier.
That makes me curious why he did it to himself.
Your guard, referred to as Jackson, utilized affinity clashes as a forceful weapon, utilizing weapons of opposing affinity and clashing them together to cause destructive nature to the ley lines and opponents around him, forcefully causing this effect and purposefully doing so with the intent of damaging other individuals without the knowledge of what it does to the environment around them is the reason for their incarceration.
Who are they trying to use this against?
The Daedric Lord and other combatants inside of missions that they have undertaken, in addition to accidental clashes with individuals who were attempting to be healed.
My God, he's still doing that? Alright,
I didn't know that. I never knew
These
about
situations
that.
These situations have happened over a distance of time ago. We followed along the trail of damaged ley lines and damage to the environment itself, to Jackson as an individual.
alright.
So that kind of understands the 30-year incarceration.
Also, sounds like it's just catching up with him. So, alright. Thank you for letting me know.
Is there a way, sir, that you can give like a written report about this so I can send it to the leader of the Healers Guild so he may know about the situation?
Who is the leader of the Healers Guild, and why are they needing to be apprised of a situation involving a single individual to an entirely different organization?
His name is Doctor, and Jackson was the lead healer for the Red Wall Healers Guild House. Assigned by Doctor. Doctor needs to know about this information.
You will see him hand over what seems to be a translucent piece of paper. As you take a look at it, shimmering symbols turn into whatever language that you are able to most easily understand. And it is a full report documenting Jackson's involvement in particular actions regarding ley lines and affinity clashes.
Thank you. Just put it in a bag that I totally have.
Alright. Well, I will be having a word with him because I need to speak to him about other matters as well. Hi, what is up?
Oh, nothing. Hi, Phil. So, I'm just going to do my
Look, it's been a
things.
very busy day and a lot of stuff's happened. Anytime people walk up to me, I assume it's bad.
Thank you again.
As long as the report gets whoever needs it, then that is what matters in the end.
Next! You've shown a miracle. Let's see that again.
You see him just plunge his hand in the lava bucket, pull out the capped horn.
It's Wayne, but it's disqualified from the first round.
Wayne disqualified? No.
looking inside the capped hole.
You embarrass me.
Bluish color, almost a royal blue.
Proceed.
There's bubbles coming out, almost like if it was physical.
What do you mean, nah? Can't just
He slapped a.
Nope.
He slapped a label on it, and the name of what's written on the label is a name very familiar to you. What is somebody familiar to
make the magic there brittle, and you break the stone.
Hey, you're the one that's trying to introduce me to your mom.
Breaking the third, you feel as if your hand is covered in shards of the rock. It hurts.
Is written. Don't know how they know the name, but hey, it's on there.
The cost of a knuckle, but worth wait to the magic.
It smells faintly like rotting flesh. There's your potion. Out of character information. That will specifically regrow your right arm and your right arm only.
Round 1 has already been initiated. All the other contestants have participated too. Adding in more would just be having a complication.
How long have they been going up?
The first round, you cannot participate at all. Part of the tournament rules.
Like a joke.
What is this?
I make potions. I'm a very good potion maker.
How much?
70 copper.
I wanted to buy it. Oh, I guess I don't get to buy one.
That one pre-bought.
Have they been doing more than just hitting bodies and breaking their hands on
All
it?
3 with ease, leaving only stone marks on your construct hand.
Not yet.
Put down a syringe.
It almost felt like it did.
So far, they've just been lifting
What
rocks.
seems to be a lump of flesh.
That's it.
Get this out of
It's just been moving
Taking the syringe.
I've dealt with
pulling
like
a
3
bit
different
out,
situations, and then I come back and they're still lifting rocks. So
then taking
Where you would on his face.
file that is solid gold.
Yes.
Soul magic
In color of what's inside, and taking it out.
Nice.
Taking out what was inside.
So am I allowed to use
By the way, Jackson is for sure getting fired. Just letting you know.
And then see him take out.
He got arrested by the Tower Brigation.
Gray liquid.
Wags her tail happily.
You easily proceed. Your tail is strong.
That should be good.
Be listening to.
Now,
Now I need to
You would
roll.
stare for a moment and then slowly realize that it looks like a cleaned up sober version of
Now then.
Okay.
Hey, funny man, does this still hurt?
Before, if we actually fight,
As you try and
I need
bring
to
your
ask
hand
for
forward,
consent.
proceed.
Don't mind the having parts off of them.
The first stone that you try and lift, it's just hard as trying to break these. You break the one, but hit the second and break your knuckles.
Out of character.
Syringe.
I know you
Your
did.
left hand is no good. Rolling.
It is a solid gold color. And it is very flowy in terms of consistency.
Well, it all kind of worked out in the end. Now
I check what is inside.
That's not how you break wire. Teaching them to lick it.
It is a solid inside of it.
That's a
Very,
I have to
very
and
Did they learn that
So it seems the job's been getting.
that is a syringe that is going to poison you for a minute. But also increase your.
What'd you say?
Swordsmanship.
Seems the new position's been fun.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you.
a fast fist. Almost 1 inch as you bring it. 2 slabs.
You're just gonna feel unwell.
Fucking no. Even your knuckles are
You know, Squidman's trying to eat my arm. What's up with people wanting to eat other people?
One gold.
I'm not a doctor. People are fucking idiots.
I was talking.
That's problematic.
You see him take out a bucket of
Yeah, nice try, Wayne.
What's the bottle this time? What do I choose for a bottle? Bottle.
There's a snake on you.
It's just slithering over you.
Oh, hey.
This one.
Not necessarily trying to
You see, it's like a prismatic colored bottle.
Oh, do you have a blade on you?
Then you see him just take a handful of worms, put it in,
Just
take
wanted
the
to make
bucket
sure.
back.
Proceed. As you bring yourself to haste and bring yourself forward, fast, light, and furious.
Rainbow
You go through the first two slabs, your mouth breaks as your knuckles hit the third, cracking it. But your determination wills it. As with a 12, even with the major injury you progress right into, it breaks through the third slab.
And he was like,
Oh, it's like something called a
And then takes out what seems to be various bits of tree bark.
my old buddy Slugger. Because they reminded me of
He
last
grabs a coin from the center.
It's very bad. Not tasty.
used to be one of us.
Yeah.
And,
Final round!
And then we take
Alright,
that,
never mind, it's time.
corks it, shake. And puts it down, takes out what is a square box.
by itself.
As he opens
The many
it,
of you that have
see
already
almost
proceeded to
coolness come
hear.
out of it, pushes it in,
Closes it, essentially puts it in a refrigerator.
Those of you.
Let's see who's the strongest.
We wait.
Step forward into the arena.
Okay, I gotta step forward into the arena. Can you hold on to it?
Purpose.
Apparently it's a Valuf tradition thing.
If you have advanced.
Is your infinity? Is your infinity? Come into the arena.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Stand over in the line between.
I mean, here's the thing. Sure, you can lift a heavy stone, but doesn't prove your strength in a fight.
Got me up.
I do believe the Aether Codes are currently messing with them.
Probably,
There's
yes.
only one part.
Vultress, if you do not mind, count the individuals here in the number here, then bring that number back to me.
I mean, honestly, the bigger the knight is, usually the more gaps in their armor and the more I can poke through.
It's wounded.
No,
An even number.
No what? This is the fun conversation point.
12
Yeah.
in total that have made it this far. Good. Third and final round, the one that'll be placed within the perfect placements of the rewards. You are all so close.
You catch me just
One-on-one fights.
fighting arenas.
This will determine
People fight.
your worthiness or not.
A bunch of idiots.
Only one of you will
Yeah.
advance, or none of you. You'll be given to 1.5 to 2 minutes to fight. Me and Valtress will see to ourselves of your fighting progress one against the other.
Take note of their little.
We will be choosing
their armor,
who you will be
where their
fighting.
gaps are, how they leave their foot just a
And as
little
for the rest
too
of you, will
out,
spectate until you are
keep their
chosen
lower
back.
half a bit too stiff.
You either proceed by our views and our watch of the Tournament of Stone, if you are worthy to move on to being chosen.
I mean, for me, it's a necessity kind of thing. I don't have the strength, so I have to rely on knowing my
And
opponent.
the other is not.
Exactly.
No, that's Zinc. Where's
Like,
made it this far?
take a little 8-bit there first.
She was already purple.
Valtress,
She's a tough little cookie, that one.
choose your warrior, mage or ranger.
Dragon, polymorph
I was
herself,
thinking
pretty
we
much
should
up
give
close.
them a
It's hard
small break.
keep in
especially
mind
with,
what she's capable of in
coupling
a
them
fight,
hurting the
but
Huns.
she
And
has her
of course, hopefully
weaknesses.
getting our friend
And
back
if
from
you
the
know what
Aether
they
Codes.
are, you can
I
practically
understand. The
dissect
2-minute
poor
break shall
woman.
suffice, especially to the sidelines. A few of you do
Or,
need to be healed after
take,
all.
the
You
big
provide
wolf
them some of
knight
your
to the
finest health
left.
potions in the meantime for the
He's very
monetiers that
big
you've
and
made.
brash,
Hey, Triss.
large
At
attacks,
this moment,
ligament
A 2-minute break recovery is needed for all of your progress. But in the meantime, me and Valtris will choose the first two going up against each other. Before the break time comes in, I would suggest that you choose someone.
Of course. The guy behind me has heart palpitation problems.
Go ahead and choose now before they start the recovery process.
Torg, however, Torg's interesting.
Let's have our eager little friends here.
Torg.
Going against our construct here.
He's weird.
Understood.
Yes.
You two will be our first round. We will decide if one of you will proceed or none of you will. We will see on how you two will fight. As for the rest of you, before this round begins, I would suggest getting the Valtris, getting a few potions from them, recover your hands if you have any injuries that you've had, if the stones you picked up are broken.
I figured it out.
You two as well. Stick within these sidelines and prepare for
Practically supposed to kill every single person in this town.
Yeah.
Each one of them has their little quirks, their little issues. A lot of it's mental stuff. It's kind of funny. And then there's Wayne. You just shoot him and then he's dead.
Yeah, basically.
Now don't go telling people that.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. And then,
Are you ready to see something amazing?
Okay, now. Sure.
Are you ready to see something dangerous?
Yeah?
I was going to use that as medical.
Are you ready to see something stupid?
That asshole. Okay.
Depends how stupid.
Go ahead. I kind of flashed his finger and his eyes glow over. Okay.
Man, this has been the most fun I've had in a few weeks.
Towards you.
How busy are you?
Almost like an arm.
I'm doing this, and I'm hoping there will be something after. What's up?
I was going to say, when's your next turn? I need to ask you something.
Well, I mean, matches are next, so depending on who's up.
You have at least a singular minute at best.
What are the odds that I get put up against? Because I'm a healer, so I'm not really a fighter, ranger, or mage. What are the odds that I get put up against our blacksmith companion, since we are both technically non-combatants?
Pretty high.
Possible. Has Garrick been okay?
Yeah.
Let me go back. And he kind of has to turn a visible dial.
Oh yeah, I heard about the whole thing with the pirate crew thing. I was actually trying to help that person.
Okay.
That hurt.
It was like, you know how we've been trying to do our best of trying to handle things non-violently all the time?
And there they are.
Well, this guy had a knife to him, so I was trying my best to be like, okay, tensions are high, I got it, let me try to walk it through with them. This is pertaining to a missing person that was recently kidnapped, because, you know, kidnappings are so common these days. So I was like, okay, well, let's hear what they have to say, and they apparently didn't have much, but they did get cut a couple times, and I did heal them with the healing potion that I had, so.
All they told me is that they were asking about trade routes.
You can't really blame her.
It was a lot more than just trade routes.
Alright. I'll talk to them further about it.
These days, young
Yeah, but to be honest,
vitals all over each other. It happens.
the situation's already kind of passed, so.
I would give him the maximum sentence, really.
The person that they were looking for, let's just say they're both here and gone.
It is at this moment I request that you...
Wait, is this who are you referring to right here?
Come into the arena of stone.
Yeah, let's not talk too much about
My battery died, so see y'all.
I only asked because I was in here yesterday. I slept for the last 24 hours, so if there were any elements in that field, I have completely missed them.
But knock them out if you have to. You have 1 to 2 minutes to do so.
I know I like you guys. Okay.
If you come across the one known as Dusk or Dusk Grain,
I feel like even if I'm evenly matched with my first opponent, assuming the, cream of the crop fighters make it to the succeeding rounds here, I doubt I'm going to last long.
Stone commences now!
Don't worry too much about it. You should be fine.
Hardly any moves will be made unless a one important one each.
After all, we're kind of doing this just for fun. At least I am.
So this isn't about everyone else participating.
True. The fact that I made this far is already surprising.
Either Torg will decide none of you are going, or one of you does. Not two of the other.
Maybe this is fate.
in regards to
It
the
is at this
situation that I
moment
fear,
our cards are up.
to be looking past it. Minimal involvement was required.
Or maybe the odds are just on your side.
Action was necessary.
I mean, I'm surprised I'm able to do as well as I'm doing right now after being a slime for half a day.
Make sure it does not happen again.
I mean, as humorous as it would be for the one-legged pacifist to succeed in this whole affair.
I'm a hobgoblin of my word office.
I don't know, I feel like I had a pretty poor showing the last time there was a tournament of this regard, so this seems like a good chance to redeem myself.
You, come here.
You do not have much time with yourselves.
So what did you need that spare change for again?
It's fine. I already got this purchase from Vander. I appreciate you remembering.
Enjoy your tournament.
You're often regarded as the only... Oh, I know. And that's... So I thought I'd come to you as a public servant.
Goes near it.
No, you're good. Yeah. Like I said, if you need more help, just let us know.
Enjoy the tournament. I'm gonna go talk to Jackson.
Doesn't require
We all make mistakes, even if we did it purposely. We make mistakes. We're mortals.
Stay within the arena.
Kind of. I'm still exhausted, but I'm hanging in there.
Let's just say that there might be
That is the point. You were disconnected from your corporeal form for well over 10. Well over a designated time period.
No.
Your sentence has been completed, and I recommend resting as much as you possibly can before doing any other extraneous activity.
I will. I've learned my lesson.
I believe your commanding officer would like a word with you. Otherwise, just making sure you are settling back in.
They should have given him a good mess with the mental.
We need to have a talk.
He's always late for work. We'll fill you in on the details in a bit. I'll talk to this guy fast and we'll hammer it out, okay?
So, I would just say, try to be as fun and cool.
I'm just a blacksmith, so
I have no idea what I'd ask you to make, so.
I make potions. They have various effects.
Fighting and expertise was quite well earned. However, it was unexpected to see a weapon almost like Crimron having to be placed inside such an arena.
Actively trying to, and
I must rather say,
murder a little girl.
I want to ask you a legitimate question, Jackson. Why did you join the Red Wall Guard?
capable that your fighting was.
You could have said that it was for my curse. Or you could say that it's an excuse to use.
I'm being legitimate. I'm not going.
I joined. I joined to protect. That was my end goal, truly. It's something that I was accustomed to in my home area. I was the right-hand man of my king, and I told him that I wanted to go on an adventure. That is the truth. I wanted to explore the lands as much as I can until this curse kills me. But obviously it didn't, so I'm still alive and breathing. I've made mistakes in my life, including the one that caused me to be who I am now. And 30 years of being incarcerated in the Tower of Purgation, it taught me a few things of not doing stupid things like that again.
Well, here's the thing. I spoke with the guard that arrested you the chromatic dragon. These were all incidents in the past that just basically caught up with you. And quite frankly, when I came as a commander of the Red Wall Guard, I was giving everyone a clean slate. Wayne, you, everyone. But here's the problem I'm running into, is ignoring that, I got a letter from Julian. Can you care to explain why you were starting a diplomatic incident with trying to get his daughter, like, try to have him disown his daughter, or the other way around, and trying to try to hurt them, and why you try to force a fight on Julian in Aether without their consent?
Why don't we take this downstairs so that way no one can hear?
Alright.
This is something that's important.
Yes, it is.
No one else needs to know or hear about this, other than others that already knows, I guess. So, if memory serves, because it has been a while, far too long, was the fact that... Apologies. The fact that I wasn't trying to have him disown Ari. It came out wrong. Yes, it came out wrong. What has occurred was... What I remembered is I tried to tell Ari that Aki is bad, in the sense of it's very long and it's a long story, but I'll try to explain it the best as I can. A while ago, in your guys' time, Ari and Aki was sparring. Not a problem, and everyone spars, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. There was something that was happening with Ari. A being that's within her. Kind of like a curse, but it's not a curse, it's her past self. To put it, to shorten it, she has 9 lives, kind of like Tina. She has 4 lives left. A past life of herself is kind of evil, in a sense. And I interacted with this evil Ari. And this all started when she started sparring with Aki. And I didn't really like it. Obviously, it's my feelings over her feelings over what I feel. She wanted to hone the skills of gaining in control of this evil side of hers. And I was opposed to it. This will be connected with Julian. I wanted to start from the beginning of how this occurred.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to go to Tama's realm along with Adriana, Aki, and Ari. Unfortunately, she did it behind my back because I was going to assist her into making sure that she's safe. Because the information that I've gathered from Tama is that her realm is far more dangerous, far more reckless than any other place that we have encountered. That includes the Daedra.
Yeah, makes sense.
This
These
is
are tough,
far more danger. Right. So I wanted to make sure that she was safe, she was protected, she's healed. I wasn't going to intervene. Even if she wanted to do training, that's fine. Obviously, that's kind of reckless for her to be doing the training in that regards. Considering the realm. But she did it, and Aki did it behind our backs, and Tama wasn't happy about it because of what I was told by her, and what I have spoken to Ari about. So let's jump over a little bit more afterwards. There was a day that I was minding my business, and then I overheard something in the healers building here in Redwall. Well, I wasn't able to hear correctly because there was a sound room, which is not allowed in the building, considering what was going on. There was something that transpired. I don't know if you saw it on Ari's hand, but there is a sigil on her hand. I confronted her. This whole thing is, well, I skipped a few things because they're not really important right now. Well, it's not important because the rest were all in Aether, but what happened in Redwall was I saw the sigil. I tried to ask her, what's the sigil for? I saw you, Adriana, and Aki in the healers building in Redwall. I'm asking what it was for. She said it's a deal. Okay. Out of curiosity, I wanted to know what the deal was. She said that she can't tell me. There was stuff that happened in the Glass City that was personal between us, but mainly as the promise was we don't keep anything towards each other. We always tell each other everything. Basically, what it came down to. So when she
Pretty good policy.
When she said it to me that she can't tell me, that drew some suspicions. And then I tried to ask her, if you were to tell me, what would happen if you were to tell me what this deal was with Aki? What would happen to you? And a straight face, she said, I cannot tell you. That seems suspicious as well. Not only that, but it's also in the sanctum of Redwall, which drew some suspicions with what Aki was doing with her. I get it, being a teacher, sure, but putting a sigil on her and making it as a deal drew some suspicions. And
especially after the whole mirror situation.
Yeah. So I tried to get some answers, and she's like, I've already told you. No, you haven't. You haven't told me what the deal was. You haven't told me what would happen to you if you were to tell me. You didn't tell me nothing. And she walked away. And then Tama appeared. We had this over on the beach side.
Mm-hmm.
We had this talk, and she walked away from me, and Tama appeared, and I explained it to her. It's a possibility, but what Tama has said, it could be a slave crest from Aki.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it's. I'm saying it's a possibility. That's the reason why she can't say, or it's like a contract and stuff like that. It's a hypothetical, but it wouldn't be far from the truth. So, after the whole thing, I go up to the ridge, the hilltop. Julian was there, and my anger got the best of me, and I told him to disown Ari. I did. What I should have said was, tread carefully around Ari because you don't know what's going on. And quite frankly, she wouldn't have told him anyway of what's going on. The sigil won't allow her to say. At least that's what I am understanding. So, yes, I did say that to Julian. It was in the heat of the moment. I can't say I regret my actions, because if you regret, you don't learn from them. So, so during, I believe, the afternoon or sometime, well, during the time period of yesterday, I tried to confront Julian and try to apologize to him.
Yeah.
He was right there with Hannah and Fee, and I said, Julian, I would like to say something to you, and he just walked away. And I said to Fee and Hannah, I'm not going to be chasing anyone. There's no point. He doesn't want to listen, then that's fucking on him. He doesn't want to listen, fine. Be that as it may. So time has gone by, and before I went to Redwall again, I decided to try to make a second attempt. Even though of what I said, I tried to make a second attempt to apologize. And this was all in Aether. But he walked away again, and my anger got the best of me, and I started calling him names like a child, and I drew my weapon on him. Obviously, we don't have no jurisdiction when it comes to Aether. But obviously, you got the report. My anger got the best of me, and after that, I shut myself in my own mind, and my curse activated, letting it gain control.
Very nice.
I don't really say this to anyone other than Tama, but the curse activates when I'm extremely emotional when it comes to something like this, or when it comes to someone that I care for as a friend or a companion, when it's this extreme. So it activates, and that appears. It's not asleep, it's very well awake. It knows what's going on, it knows that we're communicating. But it only activates is when I'm fully emotional when it comes to something like that. When it comes to me trying to communicate or losing someone that is a dear friend like that. Because Julian was there for me. So, yes, that happened. That's pretty much it, other than the whole incident of Aether, but that's Aether stuff that doesn't regard us.
Technically, you're correct until it starts a diplomatic incident. So, from your statement of events, you did not try to attack Julian, and when he denied and walked away, you didn't restrain him and try to get him to fight.
I drew my weapon, he pushed it away, it was an Aether. I tried to use my light prison on him, and he counterspelled it. So yes, it was all in Aether. And I have a memory crystal to prove it.
Well, I'm not doubting, because even from his events, they happen in Aether. The problem is, even if this did happen in Aether, you are well known for two things. You're in a lot of different things, but you have the mark of the Healer's Guild, and you have the mark of the Redwall Guard. In fact, your Redwall Guard is your entire pack, most likely. So, when you do something that causes a diplomatic incident, they usually come to me first And in this case, Julian did.
I don't see how this affiliates to a diplomatic relations at all.
Because he's with the Glass City.
That doesn't mean anything. I was in Aether. Redwall guards do not have their jurisdiction when it comes to Aether. That's something to do with the Aether gods. So he shouldn't have gone to you, with all due respect. Because all of this was occurring in Aether, not Redwall. If it was Redwall, I got you. But it wasn't. So he had no reason to go to you.
I get it. I'm not sure what I want to do about this yet. For now, because I'm going to want to speak to Julian further, especially after speaking with you. For now, give Julian a wide berth.
That's what I'm
if
doing.
You haven't already.
I'm not going to speak to him. I'm not going to talk to him. I had 30 years of thinking about all of this, so I'm just going to try to relax as much as I can. If not, then it's fine with me.
All right.
If you want to kick me out of the guards, then I won't hold a grudge against you. I accept it.
If Julian's side of the story was accurate and you were admitting it, I probably wouldn't be kicking you off the guard, but there would be some kind of punishment. But
I don't know.
Julian
like
also
7
does
years
have
is a good
the
fucking punishment.
Well, that was for your crimes, and then also there. What makes this trickier is we have a lot of eyes on with the barbarians from Freloff, and apparently if they don't feel like we can do an adequate job of defending Redwall, they are going to want to replace us, and that would not be good for Redwall. Because as stringent as people think we are, they are going to be a lot worse, considering they've talked about if someone thieves, you cut off their hands. And we don't do any of that. So, I'm going to talk to Julian, and we'll go from there, because I'd like to see if things are any way exaggerated in any way. Because sometimes Julian does have that tendency.
Oh, yeah. Last time I was up there was the beginning, in the morning. He was in Aether.
I'm going to save talking to him. Just keep in mind that we've kind of developed a very horrible reputation, and I am trying to clean that up.
A bad reputation.
Yes, but some of that was deserved because we kept, for example, there were certain guards that would attack people, and they never got any repercussions for that.
Even when I first arrived, I had to apologize to the Dominion. If you remember that.
I'm not sure if I was around at the time. So, I'm going to be taking incidents like this a lot more seriously. After talking with you, I think I need to talk to Julian, and I don't think I'm going to be taking it as seriously as I originally took it, got the letter. But just keep in mind that there's not going to be multiple instances and problems where, you know, you can keep causing problems and it's you're gonna get continuously off the hook. There's not gonna be another Tino.
Miracles have happened until this moment of time, however, my dear friend. Do not doubt your own strength.
So, and that's all. So thank you so much for meeting with me.
Eugene still has his restraints off. He just ran away.
Sorry, what?
Eugene still has his restraints off.
It's not in effect. He ran.
Is the tournament over?
He's right there. I think he's disqualified. He's running. So
Okay, then.
He's over by the tree.
You can truly say that you're black now.
He's just gonna stare off into the middle distance and disassociate.
Very much so.
As long as you learn from it, then your accomplice is still
Be nice. You okay? Hello, Triss. I am here.
Actually has a condition. It's called little baby bitch legs. He can't walk by himself.
Yep, stick your arms out.
Excuse me?
What? He's too weak to just walk by himself.
Stick your arms out. The tournament's over.
Man with the thick legs.
You're damn right.
Yeah, well, you know what? At least I have a portion.
Yeah, it's a condition he has. It's medical.
You look like
Beep, you didn't say please. Evil.
Hello, Vito?
Not evil, slightly rude. Beep, apologize.
I was offering the awful to you anyways. It was intended for you, so.
Thank you.
We should. Yeah, you wouldn't know how that feels.
Why did you? What did you put on me?
Wait, actually,
They limit his powers while he's in Redwall.
We smacked Adelinda. I smacked
Eugene, did you take your own
So.
I don't remember doing that.
Ah, shit. I thought you had your rings off because of the tournament. Okay. That takes the rings off.
I don't know.
Ring off. 1. Ring 2. Ring 3.
Why do I operate on cartoon physics?
Ring 4. How many more rings do you have?
Oh, no, that's all of them, but my bones are crushed.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck, man?
But the bad news is that they are now hunting. If only we had a healer once again.
Here's a potion.
Well, they can join the club.
Wait, is it chunky?
Which I mean,
No, it should be fine.
We're not fucking doing this again. Yeah.
Why do you want expired potions for?
I was doing way better than
maybe a little bit debatable.
Unfortunately, in your weakened state with a 4, as you throw the potion, it just rolls on the ground, not breaking. Ah, okay. Okay. You know what?
If only there was someone here who could heal me. Oh no.
I'm about the potion and keep it.
It's like a crystal.
Set your bones correct, bitch.
Mine now.
Thank you. Hey.
For the 17, you do it with relative ease.
Hundreds of crystals.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
I call you a bitch affectionately, but also, what the fuck did you do?
Well, basically, the Redwall Guard put some restraints on me which saps all of my power, but I didn't take off my gravity rings.
No, what did you do to make it so that they had to do that?
Oh, well, someone was trying to kill. Someone was trying to kill one of the Seekers, and I tried to kill them instead.
In the swamp.
In the swamp.
Also, he also paid a mercenary to kill someone.
Right.
Well, in Redwall.
That's their job. Excuse me. You know what? Get the fuck out of here.
Huh? Oh.
Okay.
You mad?
Alright, good to know.
It's really loud, and I would like to talk to you about it.
Okay.
So I can understand my fiance's cries.
Bring him.
I really care for is the sword that they stole off of my friend.
Now then, for the really fun part.
Also, do pardon me, I've been in and out of comas for ages at this point.
Yeah, so I'm sure this is a little bit of a shock and surprise. Also, I'm Commander of the Redwall Guard now. Hi.
Ah, congratulations. Okay, so from my understanding, from what I have remembered, the Redwall Guard didn't have jurisdiction over the entirety of the swamp. It was only that outpost there. Is that not the case, or am I misremembering?
It wasn't just you. I thought that was the case too, but also we have a new mayor, Jaw's mayor now.
Who?
I don't think he's around right now, but do you know Gwydion?
Oh,
Jaw and Gwydion? Jaw is the mayor now. At least temporarily. He's temporarily mayor, and they might find a different mayor, but for right now, he's kind of acting mayor.
Okay. So... No, it's okay, so the entirety of the swamp is under jurisdiction of the Redwall Guard.
Yes, because the College of because since I became commander, I wanted to make sure of a few things, because I didn't know if the College of Magi still ran Redwall, and because they haven't stuck their nose in any way, shape, or form, and the previous magistrate hasn't really shown up either. So I didn't know if they were still in charge of Redwall or what was going on. So I did verify that the College of Magi do still run this place, and the College of Magi own Redwall, and they own the swamps. That's why the mages trials out there.
Yeah, I figured as much as
and
that. Okay.
they did verify that the laws of Redwall also apply to Aether, or sorry, the swamps.
Okay. So now pondered is from the situation that Eugene told me. Okay, someone was trying to kill a seeker in the swamps.
Yes, and instead of coming to the guard and having us deal with it...
Hang on, one thing at a time here. Apologies. One thing at a time. So, someone was trying to kill a seeker. Did the original person trying to kill the seeker ever get reprimanded?
Yes, because they try to kill someone, so...
Okay.
And that basically came in the form of what... So... Eugene did attempted murder.
Though, you know Eugene. You know the history of Eugene with the Redwall Guard. You would understand why he probably really wouldn't go to you guys about a issue like that. Considering how you guys beheaded him for breaking a self-mending lamppost.
That mayor is not around anymore, and I'm now commander.
Yes, but still, that trust has been broken. So, yes, it's wrong to do vigilante work like that. However, given prior events, it's understandable. But fair enough.
Here's the thing. Even as a squad lead, I was able to wave past a lot of things that Eugene did. Breaking random shit, attacking the odd person, things like that. Those are things that I can help him with. And I wouldn't necessarily say let him get away with, but smooth the situation out. Talk to people, de-escalate the situation, etc. There wasn't really any wiggle room for me on this situation. He held someone over the wall, stabbed them repeatedly, made his attempts that he was very clear about wanting to kill them, not to stop them or just to apprehend them so we can gather them, etc. He wanted to kill them in their life, and then let go of them and let them fall down past the wall.
A bit excessive.
And I was not the only one that saw that. I was standing right in front of him, as well as another 2 guard, when this happened. There was no way for me to smooth this out. I even tried to, as far as a self-defense plea, but he would not accept it. He specifically told me, like, he was not doing anything in self-defense. So, that kind of locked my hands up at that point. Multiple witnesses, him explicitly stating what he was going to do and why he was doing it, and that it wasn't self-defense to his admission. I can't perform a miracle. So, and trust me when I say that the College of Magi have been very hands-off for the most part, but if they find out that things like attempted murder is going on and no one's doing anything about it.
2 counts of attempted murder, but yes.
2 counts, because he also paid someone known as the Skull Warden, which is from the same lands as all the other barbarians in Valoth, like where Torg is, and caused a whole situation with that. Because apparently there's another clan that is not very fond of the Skull Warden and is very upset that people paid him off to kill.
So, providing a job to a mercenary whose entire job is that. Did he pay the mercenary to do it on Redwall grounds?
Yes.
Okay. And he keeps digging himself into a deep pit.
Now you kind of see where I'm at.
No, I can understand now. I'm infuriated over all this stuff because I keep telling him that we need to be nicer to people. So his nicer to people is a little different, apparently.
Yes.
He's...
I know, and that hasn't
he's been
really
trying,
changed a
but
whole
I
lot.
can't say. Yes. Alright. How long is the sentence that he's supposed to have these cuffs on for? So I get a time frame? Or is it just until he shows improvement?
The cuffs are on while we're trying to sort out. Basically, he's technically being tried by the mayor. We are basically determining what we're going to be doing. It might be for a certain... He might just be wearing those for a certain amount of time. At the very least, those are on temporarily.
Okay.
So, what I can tell you is the barbarians wanted a lot more, and I told them to fuck off.
Yeah.
They wanted what they called a blood payment.
Whatever fuck conflict they have going on...
That's basically what I told them. It's neutral territory here. They can fuck off.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter who the fuck you side with.
Your fighting style was in great terms. But
And that's going to be basically a thing that I have to speak to them tomorrow about. So, basically, yes, we are going to do the punishment. No, you're not going to get to beat the shit out of him. I will not be allowing you to do that. So, in a way, I'm still kind of...
Murdered by those people. Let's be real there.
Barbarians are weird. Yeah, I mean... I don't care what their culture is. This is Redwall. It's neutral territory. We go by our own laws and rules, and we deal out the punishments as we see fit. So... So I might have him do the cuffs for a certain amount of time. I might have him do community service. That's something I need to speak further with the mayor about. And that's going to be something I'll need to... Because as far as diplomatic goes, I do still need to tell them that we're doing something to Eugene. Now, if they don't like it, they can go fuck off, but, you know, we're trying things diplomatically, because we don't need a war. We already still have the war with the Daedra, even though we knocked their teeth in. We don't need a second war with these...
now.
Yeah?
Yeah, we don't need wars or anything. Second plunder. What has been the determining punishments for the person that did the first attempted murder of the Seeker?
As a healer and even a mage, you've shown great prowess at your
Well, after they were basically healed because they were near death, they were arrested and they were in a cell for quite a while. And then they were kicked out, and they were kicked out of Redwall.
Okay. Eugene's only mildly more of an issue, mostly because of the fact that we technically live here, right?
There's that, and there's the fact that there's been multiple problems. I mean, there's the time I had to arrest him because he was riding a giant chicken and smacked someone with a sword. I tried to de-escalate that situation and have Eugene, instead of getting arrested, had to have Eugene give an apology. Instead,
never gonna happen.
Used the chains on his cuffs to choke the person out.
I really need to teach him non-violent things.
Yes. Or at least tell him that when he's arrested, maybe apologize to get out of it, even if he doesn't, you know, mean it.
I can understand his viewpoint of fuck the Rebel God. You guys have fucked him over many a times. So, there's not much I can really do in swaying that kind of hard-set mentality. Hates Crimron's guts for the whole Asmodeus trial.
Oh, I'm sure the winery is not happy with him being a captain, so...
He seems pretty out of it.
I have no idea. I can try my best to help Eugene, you know, less violent, I suppose, though I can only do so much.
I understand.
This is where I wish I studied psychological medicine more than practical medicine.
I heard Nurgle's back. I'm sure that's not helping.
Yeah. I have no idea. I've talked to her maybe 5 seconds.
Well, I mean, he says he's emitting chaos, so not sure how well that's going for him.
Hi, I'm not hiding from anyone. I see.
As a chieftain who wants to fight his chosen, I want to see what I can do with them.
Hide behind the one to your right. It's a lot thicker. It'll hide it better.
Yeah, I can kind of see you better.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's proof that Nurgle's back.
Alright. Yeah.
Not what I was expecting. All right.
Is what it is. Alright. Appreciate you
What is it?
telling me all this. Let's
Something.
see what I can do.
Come on, Vanda. In and out, quick adventure.
Mr. Eugene.
Just keep in mind you have the cuffs.
Got second place because of you.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes a bag and dumps
No, I
out
can
100 gold.
call with him.
Oh wait, you got 100 gold? You won 3rd place?
We had 200, so I
man.
thought split the profit.
I'll let you know what. Well, I'll let you both know. But it'll probably tomorrow, aka after break.
Awesome. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. You got
Money in the
2nd place,
bank.
so we got half the split.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Good shit, man. Cool.
Outside of that, how are you doing? I know your body's been kind of wonky and everything.
Been in and out of comas.
I'm late, sorry.
Still fighting mana burns. Mana scars, which keep eating my mana, which makes me pass out, so...
Amongst other things, but those are the two primary ones I'm part of.
I'm trapped inside my own body. It's great.
Yeah.
And this fucking crystal thing in my chest doesn't produce enough replenish me quick enough. So don't ask if I need mana. I have enough mana. I have other means. I swear it's everyone's fucking immediate reaction. But
Look, I know you well enough that if you needed mana, you would ask.
yes.
It's not like there's not many death affinity people.
No. Brennan also gave me death crystals if I ever need them. I have a whole crate full of chaos crystals to eat through. I also just have animals that I can drain whatever the fuck out of. I have means. It's just, can I get to them in time is the greater question. I wish I wasn't so unstable. Annoying. Oh, Velo's dying again. What's new? Wish I fucking knew.
I mean, I'm sure somebody will be able to figure that out.
Yeah, the only person that's been able to roughly give any amount of insight on it or have a solution that is good was the hat, unfortunately, despite the solution of it just being stuck to my head, basically. It's just, there's not much I can do when this thing will literally fly off if I breathe wrong. I don't even breathe. So.
Well, I may not be able to help with that, but now that I'm commander of the Redwall Guard, if there's any problems with the Redwall Guard, I can it's not even I have to speak to Kai. I am the commander now. I will get it dealt with.
The only complaint that I have was when I was like awake and going around everywhere again, right?
Yep.
Really old complaint, right? Fucking, can you guys chillax on people going into the swamp? You don't need to hover around.
That's been a thing for a while. We've been, even when Kai came back and he was rescued, it was very clear that we just say, hey, we just have to give them the spiel of, hey, it's dangerous in the swamps, just know it's risky. Would you like an escort? No? Okay, have fun.
I mean, I can also understand the thing of like, if you see people going in, just kind of follow and stay at the barricade if they go deeper in, just in case. Because more often than not, if something bad does happen, a good chunk of people, or some people, will just run back to get help. So if someone does run back, oh hey, they actually need help. Womp. But, I don't know. Kind of feels like what would be the word? Like
Depending on what they're doing in the swamps, we'll post people on the wall. But
no.
So, for example, if they're going in there to poke the Daedra, then yeah, we might put someone on the wall. But if they're just going out and gathering resources, we probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah, like, 2 of the Redwall Guard nearly attacked a treant that was walking up to us. Just because they're coming from the swamp and look a little intimidating.
Wait, was it the demon? Was it the demon ones? Are they back?
No.
Please tell me it wasn't the fire demon trees.
No.
Okay.
No. Do you know what a treant is?
That fiery one that I saw in there, the demon one.
It is a person-shaped tree. That is what a treant is. Whatever the fuck you experienced, I have no idea.
Trees?
It can happen.
Is that the most surprising thing to you?
Kind of.
Oh, I know what am I going to do with you?
There's a reason I don't interact with rabbit people anymore. Alright, I'm gonna go before I become violent.
Yep.
They don't look very violent, but they probably are.
You just bring that out in people.
Am I doing a good job, though?
I mean, lately you have.
See? There's no problem.
Do you see where Vander went?
I think he went into the swamps.
Oh, for the love of God, now he wants to go into the swamps.
Keyword, I think. I saw a group of people going in. I thought Vander was one of them, but not 100% sure.
Oh. Not a good time.
Go to the sides so you don't fucking get squished.
That's what I did.
That is not what you did. You went
the side.
No, it was going this way, and you went this way. You go this way, you bingus.
You will not talk about them that way. You will not hurt them, even if you try. My way of helping you and Gale is off. Now please watch your tone and watch your words.
I care a lot about this person.
Yes.
Well,
I think it's best to just call it and acquiesce.
You're fighting your prowess.
I was going to,
surely that of a stone.
and in fact I was gonna walk away, but this one seems to walk up towards me.
That isn't...
And speaking of which,
It'd be best to
Mind your
de-escalate.
tone.
leave.
I know what I'm
so,
saying.
Major.
Your tournament. You do not know what you are saying. Leave.
Third time.
Welcome to
I know what I'm saying.
clan. You do not.
Maybe, if you really so care about this, you should just not let it bother, as if it didn't bother them the first time. Maybe you should follow their example.
I am warning you. Do not. A few things I have. Try this.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to step in here.
To heal their wounds, voucher.
What's...
It seems as though my words offended him, and a friend is. I'm not trying to get myself in trouble, mind you, but he seems to be being very passionate. Guardsman.
Man,
Commander, do I need to soothe anybody, or... Good.
I'm sticking to my word. I will not hurt the kitsune. Trust me on that.
You called her a
He needs to.
monster.
Because I slay monsters like her.
She's not a
aligned
monster.
with her and this.
Then you won't be slaying her as long as I exist. Now leave. Do you wish then? You say one more word and our deal is off. Leave! You will, trust me.
I was going to. And I still intend to keep that promise.
Ma'am, I think it's best to just walk away.
I am
Do
recommending...
you not remember what I said, soldier? Listen,
I remember very well
I'm
my
not
other
causing
orders.
a problem.
Yes, you are.
Woman.
You are causing
I'm
a problem.
gonna walk away.
Yes, that's what I'm recommending you do.
I would walk away. And I will. Just make sure everyone else understands that as well.
And you will see that big stone come up again.
I'll walk away. Apologies for causing a problem.
Well,
You will see the
our deal is off. I told you one more word. Find someone else to help you within your endeavors. Since you like to smart mouth so much. I'm officially done with you.
Going to basically wrap his arms repeatedly around it.
Not you. You're fine.
Hey, you know, I take no offense. But it's just,
Thank you.
Damn it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
We literally just talked about this.
You feel as if you were
Inform Gale that I will not be helping, and he can thank his stupid person for that.
Yeah, I'll let him know. I'll pass it.
Thank you.
So, just so I'm informed, were they threatening Tama in some way?
I believe the
No, ma'am. They called her a monster, and they called her a monster, and I got upset.
All right.
She has gone through a lot, and I will take whatever reprimanding you have of me.
No, not at all. They made a comment of, I hunt monsters like her, so given that they said that, I want to keep an eye on them.
Thank you, and thank you for understanding my emotion.
You know it's awkward. And
Ma'am, if you'd like some assistance with that, I could volunteer.
All right, I would appreciate it. It seems like you're pretty level-headed, so if you could make sure that they're not causing problems.
and even to your shoulder.
Of course. Introductions. First Sergeant, Silenzio, Roland.
Trisyra, commander of the Red Wall Guard.
Trisyra.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Commander.
Yes.
Yeah, Major Bronze. Her presence complicates things.
I can already tell.
I'm gonna try to do some digging of my own into who exactly they are. I haven't seen any word that we'd get reinforcements so soon, much less an officer. But an officer like that will make it worse. So...
Yeah, I'll have to agree.
And a lot of the troops, you know, we like to have fun. We like to enjoy being here. We'd much rather not be ostracized because of one person.
That will not happen. You and your other
it's more
are
likely than you
perfectly
think.
fine. Well, here's the thing. As far as the Red Wall Guard is concerned, we're not going to punish somebody for one person.
Well,
now we will keep an eye on her, or them, but as far as everyone else, as long as you don't cause problems yourselves individually, then you have nothing to worry about. We are not going to put you under scrutiny, under watch, or anything like that, just because of an actions of an individual, even if they're higher rank.
Yeah. I'm just worried that they'll order me to do something stupid, you know? So, not looking forward to that.
Look, if they order you to do something, just let me know it's an order. And if I have to, I will kick them out of Redwall and ban them from Redwall if they be too much of an issue. And if that happens, I'm not going to ban you just because of them issuing you an order.
Well, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. It's just, you come here asking for help, and those that you are asking very specifically for help, and you spurn them, you know? And it just doesn't make any sense to me.
It makes no sense.
But I don't know. That's why I'm not an officer, I guess. So
You have brains.
Whatever.
That's why you're not an officer. I say as commander and an officer.
I'd like to think that. Hey, but at least you're on the field, not behind some desk, huh? That's a difference.
Yeah.
So. But then again, you know, paperwork's paperwork, and first sergeant of the division. I mean, like, I gotta do my own shit, too, so.
Yeah.
I literally, not even maybe an hour ago, just spoke with him about it. That this would happen, you know? And it's just so stupid.
My friend. I wish to foremost apologize about intervening the other day. It was not my intention to do so. And you are correct. There are threats out there. That takes a particular hand. Yours, I believe, is proficient. Building one from the ground up.
That's not why I was mad at you.
You can't just promise people you'll always
Come
be
on.
there for them when you can't be.
We should probably step a little bit over here.
Yeah.
Even then, so
Sounds like a very serious conversation. So.
Yeah, and I didn't want to just, like, stand there awkwardly.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
It's okay to be like, you know, hey, you know, let's step over here. So, if there's ever any problems, or if you need any assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or any of my guard.
I'll try to remember, and there's just a lot of people I'm getting used to is all, so.
Well, the easy thing is, if you see this crest, you know they're a Redwall guard. We don't have a standard uniform, but every single one of our guards has this badge.
Hey, maybe I'll look for some new employment, you know?
Well, hey, if you end up, if things
Unless
don't
I
work
can do it
out,
part-time, you know?
we do have the militia. That's basically part-time. You don't do any of the guard stuff like, you know, protecting and doing patrols and stuff, but if there's ever, you know, a major threat, and you need to defend Redwall, we usually call in the militia to help.
Well, that might be a conflict of interest, but regardless, I think the Ferocians here got your back anyway. We're asking for it after all. It'd be, pretty backwards to just walk away. You know, you guys are in need after all.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they were asking for help in regards to the Daedra, so...
Yeah. And it's just, oh, sorry. It's just like... You can just hold your tongue, you know?
Yeah.
It isn't that hard.
Yeah, it is not hard at all. That's part of diplomatic relationships. Look, sometimes military people have a very hard time with the politics.
I think for them, I believe that they're part of one of the Baron families or something, so I believe it's intertwined in their life, but otherwise...
Noble
I feel
and
as if they're more
military,
used
okay,
to-
they have a huge stick up their ass, understood?
I feel as if they're more used to having people bend to their will. Is all. Whereas here, where name alone does not get you very far.
Nope, it doesn't matter who you are.
And more often than not, a lot of people just make things up about themselves, no?
In some cases, yes, but usually if they lie and they try to bullshit their way through things, they're going to be found out very easily.
Well, that's the way the world is. That's true.
I feel like I need to check this, see what's going on with this wall that's blocking the way.
Right.
Oh, it is just a wall. For some reason, I thought at first it was a slime, but it is a. Is it a mimic?
You feel it's solid.
Oh, it's a worm.
Is there a?
I don't know. Open sesame.
I don't know. Come here. Almost. How have you gotten smaller?
What is it? Cheater! Cheater! Cheater!
No, you cheated. What? I can't believe you cheated like that.
Right.
What the?
Cheater.
Put the
weapon down.
Oh!
All you
There we
gotta
go.
do is ask politely, and it will
Can
let
you
you
open up?
passage. No, if you
Let me
ask
pass.
politely, it
Oh,
will
I did.
allow you to seize passage.
May I please
I
pass?
just did.
Tell him to stop cheating.
Tell him to stop cheating.
You're right.
He's flying. Let him fly.
I need to speak to you further.
What?
Yeah,
I need to speak to you further.
Who are not talented people like us.
So, did your crew kidnap anybody?
No, not to my knowledge. I was out grabbing supplies in the quartermaster. But if you're talking about that day, I was on my own. The crew had set off on their own voyage. I was given one order: resupply, reconvene back at these points, wait, and well, then I was assaulted. Anything the crew charted on that day was their job. My job is just keeping everything stocked.
Okay, understood. Did when the person was holding you up and threatening you at knife fight, did they tell Krim or my captain that that you supposedly kidnapped someone?
They were asking me about my route, our route, but we sail so many routes that we can never really pinpoint back the route we came. The sea obviously looks all the same. They wanted to know where we be sailing, for whatever reason. I don't remember from the, of course, traumatic experience and all that. I'm doing my best. What they were asking that I kidnapped anybody. They just were asking me who I was and what route we were taking. They wanted to know what route, whether that be they thought we were hauling something they wanted or hauling, like you just said, thinking we hauling someone, but we're no slaver ship.
So
Goes
from
against our
what you
codes.
recall, it didn't seem like this individual told Krim that this was in regards to a kidnapping or any other information. Is that correct?
No. They were just sitting there letting it happen, and they didn't relay anything to the guard. I relayed more to the guard of being, are you just going to let this happen? I'm being assaulted here. I don't know who this is. I don't know what they're talking about. If anything, they were, like I said before when I was in there, egging it on. Like, asking questions along with them, but I wasn't there if they had informed them. It felt like they might have known already, but no one even told me. I wasn't taken to a building, sat down, asked questions, given anything other than a knife to my hand and close to my face.
All right. Thank you for clearing that up.
Oh, by all means.
Hear ye, citizens of the other side of this red wall. You must dance for my amusement.
Okay, wait, can you keep standing
All
there,
right, I'm
please?
dancing.
Alright,
You can't see me dance, but I'm totally dancing.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, whoa, can you
I'm
please
making
open?
the dance for my amusement. Is it working?
Well, now that it's opening, I can't dance anymore. Sorry.
What are you doing? What are you...
Okay. Go.
Why are you covered in blood?
Can you see magic?
Wait.
I can sense magic.
You will sense use pure soul magic.
Yes, you are. You're a part of my family. Oh, shoot. You're a part of my family. I don't know. And then Tony has a girlfriend.
Magic is weird. I can feel it coursing through me.
Oh, it's fine.
Manipulating.
Oh, hello again.
Yep.
In the Wrath realm, let alone that. Wrath is your game with a 16. You lift it on the ground, off the ground with ease, and then place it upon your shoulder. It is fucking immense.
I've been made aware at some point today that apparently there's a bouncy for my head. Do you have the paper for it still?
Yes, I do.
This rock isn't any other rock that you've seen in the Wrath realm or in any of the other hells. This is one hell of a rock pit.
Let's say dead or alive, 700 silver.
Like I was saying before, the temporal flux.
Is there anything else? A mark? Anything of note of who could have made this?
As far as I'm aware... Oh.
There is a clear insignia on those bandies of a flaming hawk diving down.
Here they are. We would need to have another sparring match like this, but it needs to be declared. The sparring match is any other sparring match. However, the guidelines for it I cannot tell you until we actually start it. Maybe next time when that comes up.
I'll play. I'll play your game.
I've already asked for another
Why not?
this trial.
Everything okay?
Fuck
Whenever
not.
you're arrested, be at your 100%, and then come to me. Of course. Of course, Rekka.
That's not an okay laugh. That's...
Hey, Triss!
Yeah?
Want to give a shot at this boulder behind me?
I mean, I can try. I don't really have the strength.
That's the spirit of the commander. Triss, as you come along, if you haven't already heard or said from before, this boulder is as big, as tall as Torg is. The sheer look of it in weight and matter, the rock of which he says is from the Great Mountain. This will be something. Do proceed.
What's the goal? Just to lift it or to move it?
Lift it off the ground, at least to your hip length.
Alright.
By magic or by any other means, do what you can to lift it. I'm quite curious to see if you could do it. And what will you do?
Probably need 2 of these.
This is interesting.
Try to get at least a little bit leverage on it to help with the initial part of it. It's gonna try to get some lift on it.
As you try and bring that in, the test on that with the spears by itself, it is not moving.
I was hoping that would work.
It's much more probable if you use your hands. The stone from the Great Mountain sees to it.
I see.
But you can use any other method to help with your hands. Maybe just not any outside forces.
Yeah, the problem is I don't really have anything that can really help me outside of that. It's not like I can drain life on it. Toll of the Dead isn't something that's going to work on it.
Bring your hands around, and then underneath, you use your knees to try and lift. Common sense. You try and pick it up, you see it lifting. You can't actually believe it. 1 inch, 2 inches almost off the ground. It's fucking heavy. You bring it right above to your feet length, and you feel the slightest bit of confidence. But with a natural 1, how do you want to get away from it before it just comes tumbling back to you?
I'm gonna roll to my side. Is it rolling? Like, is it falling this way towards me?
It is, and it's about to crush you.
I'm gonna roll this way, to my right.
That thing's about to fucking crush you!
Oh my god.
Yeah? You're finding out how my dice rolls are?
With a 5.
Mm-hmm.
You would see it as it proceeds that it is about to crush you, but with a 15, Tor comes in with both hands as he helps push it back to level it out. Damn, even I almost pulled something.
Lady like that, so fucking rude.
Hey, I'm glad I didn't get crushed.
Let go of it now.
Sets it down. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, this rock doesn't fuck around. Krim lifted it, as well as several others may be able to, but hey, if you want to give it another go, you can.
I mean, alright.
As you bring your hands down and try and bring them up much more at a forward tip, you try and get a much better grip, much wider grip around the edges. As you lift with your legs, the stone starts coming off the ground a little more easily. You're starting to get used to it. You feel it tilting on your back, on the front of your chest. It starts pressing up against your face, and it almost feels like it's just about to press right onto the ground. But with an 11, you balance yourself just on the hip portion. As mana starts to trail down to your arms and hands from the rock itself, it sees your determination and your will and gives you motivation. The magic gives you a much stronger lift with your legs, and with that 11, you barely by a millimeter lifted just above your hips before it slips from your hands and falls to the ground.
Fuck.
The Great Mountain approves. Good job there, Triss.
Thank you.
Now then, the mountain, the great piece of the boulder, and by the way, from what you were lifting, do you know what an Atlas stone looks like in the real world?
Nope.
Check out strongmen with WWE, or no, not WWE, strongmen in history and stuff like that, or like strongest man in the world type things. Look that up, and look up Atlas stones.
Okay.
That is what you've lifted.
Alright.
As he touches the stone, the coin will form in his hands as he puts it in his pocket. Good job there, Triss.
Thanks.
Strong commander. Oh no, people just want to try out the boulder. As for the other elemental, he wanted to give it a go even though that he failed on it once or twice, yes. He didn't feel like he accomplished the tournament fully until he would have completed that. Very honorable of him. He did manage to lift it.
Oh, that is good to hear.
It is, very much.
What the fight?
I've seen shit.
I've lived a long time.
Yeah, how long have you lived for, huh?
I'm a dragon.
Yeah, you're a dragon!
A
Fucking
couple
dragon!
100 or 1,000, I can't keep track.
Watch out, dragon! I wanted to meet the birdie!
Guys, here's a fuel gold.
Thank you!
Yes, well, thanks to her, I am no longer helping you on your...
No, you can't just pay people out after you like square kick them in the chest.
I'm a conquest paladin. I can do it. I'm notorious for it. You know, I get paid for not raiding kingdoms, right? Like, if I walk up to a kingdom and want to fucking raise it to the ground, they pay me not to.
You look like you're in your 40s.
He's 82.
Yes, she had some stupid name.
I don't think you're gonna get that far. Keep doing that. You have to be friends with people, you know.
He's 100.
You know what? You're a good fucking lad.
And I state again, I'm an oath of conquest. Greetings, Trish.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing good.
You look nice. What did you go to, like a special occasion?
The gift from the Buddha, but I was talking with my mother in the underdark.
Ah, okay. Also, why is everyone around my house?
Hi.
This entire time, was a man.
I've been beaten.
Here, I got you.
Demon bird.
And that a woman.
She had red eyes, black hair, red, brown things.
Now, as an elf, you can yell like an old mortal man, get off my lawn.
Hey, get off my yard, you bird!
Hold on,
Yeah.
I have to see inside.
Yeah, Kai gave it to me after
Is anybody here a healer? Over here?
retiring and give me the role of commander.
Just one moment, Trish.
One of the provinces is the Bronze Province.
I don't know how that pertains to metal mages, especially
No.
Here, let me do this right.
One of the... There's the Bronze Province.
Hey, get off my
She said she
yard, you
had
bird!
black hair, red eyes.
Yes.
Leon hands.
I'm gonna whisper this.
Whatever injury. Whatever it is.
I have two
One of those.
I'm just messing with you. You're fine, bird. I mean, I can't speak to animals, but you know.
Well, you can now handle your stupid fucking sister. Because I do not like her.
Was he nearly dead? Really, that last one
This.
You have to. You've been here.
Yes,
for a while
Gil.
now. You
And how it
know how
happened, the last time I saw them
messing with people
was
just
in the
now.
battlefield.
I'm going to.
She wanted me dead
I'm going to.
for what happened with this.
Don't do that. Way too pretty to be drowning yourself.
Well, I'm
Too bad I
still
can't
not
swim.
helping, Gil.
In plate.
I swear to God, I'm gonna tell fucking
Well.
Joel that people are faking
Oh.
You look inside and
Not for her, but
it's exactly as you see. Like, there's absolutely no decorations. There's like there's just a bare essential furniture. There's no dishwares. There's very plain cloth on the bed. There's nothing fancy. The fanciest thing in the room is the room. And if you've ever been in when Kai owned this, you'll notice that it just has everything that Kai had in it previously. Except for his stuff being moved out.
Wait, do Red Wall Dark get houses?
I mean, he has this house and he gave it to me, so I don't know. Like, the rest of the guard can sleep in the barracks, but as far as...
Something about... something killer. I
You know,
can't remember what she said.
as far as everyone else is concerned, you know, I think this is just like a commander thing.
Sorry, I forget you and Tommy are commanders now.
No, I'm commander.
There's these creatures made
Krim got promoted to captain, and then Tommy got promoted to captain, so I run the Red Wall Guard now.
Whoever is working alongside them are
I thought you both were on the Red Wall Guard. That's what Tommy told me.
Nope. I am the commander. I run the Red Wall Guard.
100% them.
Good.
Plans.
Well, even then, the answer is no.
I think what he might have been referring to is there was a joke for a little bit. I was trying to reflect and be like, "Oh, you're going to be the commander."
You like? How do you sleep in this? You like barely.
No.
I'm gonna give you a bigger bed.
Why? This one fits perfectly fine. You do realize I only need 4 hours of meditation for, right?
How is it that you and her are the same?
Yeah, but like, say if you have like a humans call it a sleepover, right? You're gonna need a bigger bed.
Well, I mean, if they, if I have a sleepover, they're most likely going to be like, have like sleeping bags on the floor or something.
Well, yeah, but not like, like
I don't know what happened since then.
Mind Stone or something. People usually huddle together for those on their bed, or like, you gossip. Like, see, I sit down, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot over quite a bit because you need a little bit more room.
That's what I'm doing here.
Right, so like, I make up like 3 people, but you get the thing, right? We're trying to like, tell stories or something.
Everything I've done been for naught. And I'm sorry.
There's like a lot of
I
activity.
don't want to badmouth Tama or anything, but she does
Yep, there
not
usually is.
have the greatest impression on any person thus far she has interacted with. At least
Good
on my
luck,
platoon.
Commander.
She made one of my mages.
Don't worry, I'll be here. Victor had me signed as a mentor.
And I get she might be a close friend, and I don't
I appreciate it.
value that.
Have to do that job.
Wait, he specifically signed you as a mentor for me?
No, for the entirety of the Red Wall Guard.
Ah, okay.
You still can't.
Still have to do that, but now that's your command. Kai was always busy, and then he got nabbed. Should do a heavy weapons training.
I plan on doing a lot of training, especially since we got some new guards people.
Good. Well, ready to spot.
Not at the moment. It's been a long day. I'm probably going to call it a night.
My own passion, my own anger. You know what that led me to?
Anyway. I might.
The last time I've ever saw my friends before they're gone is because I was instant born.
I'm not sure what to do. I don't think anybody's here at the side now. Has Tama been here today, or?
I've seen her around, but I don't know if she's still here. Not sure about Lilac.
Anyway.
I don't know. The ranger who has power.
I'm sorry what she might have said. Sometimes I just have to pray.
Ah, yes. I have to inform you of something. Not that you're commander.
Yeah?
And I almost lost it.
It's nothing bad or contraband or illegal. I hope you crack down on our members doing illegal things.
Yes. In fact, I'm instituting a new policy that I've told everyone about, where it's warning and strikes and even termination. There's not going to be another situation. He gave it to me.
Hey.
Don't come in till women are undressed.
Yes, it was Kai's house. Then he retired, and he gave the keys to me to live in now that I'm the commander, since he's not going to be living here.
took all the fucking furniture with him, it seems.
No, this is pretty much what he had. I mean, he had some decorations and some weapons on the walls and stuff.
Finch, they need to decorate in here.
You need to paint. You need to paint in here.
Well, I mean,
this is. Are these stains on the wall?
You know what?
Yeah, you need to
enjoy your stained house, Chris. I'm sorry for.
You know what? I'm gonna paint your house. At least cover the stains.
Alright.
Well, then you do
I'll do that tonight.
Go check
So I'll be staying here. Congratulations. First sleepover, Commander. I'll go grab my.
Well, I'm just going to start meditating, so I'll see you later.
Got it. I'll be
But
back
don't
in a
ever
moment.
bring that up again.
Yep.
I'm doing this as a friend.
Yeah, well, I can take